You can hear the sound of my voice. If you can hear my voice, you're hearing my voice. If you can hear my voice, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you are on LSD. 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 You are on the Lonely Screen Delicatessen channel.
Lick it.
Are we live?
I pointed at you. You
I
said
can't
point.
see it. I can't see it.
You said point.
You just went. All I could see was your face getting excited. That's all I saw. Oh, would you like to swing on a star and carry moonbeams home in a jar and be better than what you are? Or would you like to be a cunt? If you can hear the sound of my voice, you are on LSD. We are back today with my favorite guest, I think maybe of all time, David Sallery, and one of my favorite people who I've been wanting to have on the show since the first season, Mac Lobig.
What's up,
And
guys?
tonight, we're going to steer away from social and political conversations as we tend to lean to in this strange year that we've been living. And the thing that I really want to talk about tonight is self-exploration and discovery. And I think that our generation just does it a little bit better. And we're a little bit more aware of ourselves. And we're a little bit less delusional. And not all the way better, but we're a little bit less delusional than our parents. And I noticed over the past couple of months that a lot of my peers have the same kind of situations or issues with their parents, in that they have the flaws that we all have, but they never sought those flaws out, sought to address them, sought to change them. And obviously that's anecdotal.
No, David's a boomer. What are you talking about?
I am not that old, thank you.
Black don't crack. No.
Man, if I'm a boomer and I look like this, I'm doing great.
Right?
Hold on, how old are you, David?
Huh?
How old are you?
I
How old does he think I am?
I think he just said how old. Huh? Yeah.
I'm asking him, how old does he think I am?
Oh, I would say you're our age or younger, honestly.
No, he's
like
older than
mid-30s
us.
or younger.
I'm actually older than you all?
Yes, you are.
What's your age?
If you're older than me, David,
Well, I think you're a bit younger than us, Mac.
then
I think
I'm-
you're...
Then I'm older than Andrew, and Andrew's older than Mac.
I'm
I know
constantly
that.
forgetting how old I am, and my wife keeps on reminding me. I'm pretty sure I'm 37.
Pretty sure, he says. Yeah, I'm definitely older than you are.
No shit. Good on you. Fuck, black don't crack. That's for
I
real.
told
That's real
you.
shit.
I told you. Told you. Also, side note, I've slept 2.5 hours in the last 48.
You're a dad.
Question
That's
mark.
your job.
Yeah.
So that's what
I
happens
mean-
when you have kids.
No, that wasn't even that wasn't even a part of it. It's just I got this new voiceover job where
Well,
I
no, here's what happens.
speak the words of the Bible.
And Mike will corroborate this. Here's what happens when you have kids. Your life begins to revolve around not only the kid, but the compromises that you have to make with the spouse. And then when you want to handle your own shit, you have to sacrifice things like sleep or nutrition
that
or
wasn't
bathroom time.
No. He totally. Actually, the reason why I didn't get any sleep, and I should have, like the kid, literally, I just took a little nap and I took the kid to school. That took like I got him up, took him to school. It took like 20 minutes. Whatever, done.
Okay.
Right? That was literally no time, and that would have made no dent in my ability to sleep, right? But I had a fucking doctor's appointment that apparently I didn't even need to go to at 10:30. My doctor's office is 45 minutes away.
Was that a wife-arranged doctor's appointment? 'Cause
No.
my wife's been sending me a
No.
lot of doctor's appointments lately, and I feel like she's
No.
hoping she's going to find something.
That's my incompetent doctor's office arranging stuff.
I mean, all
Anyway,
doctor's offices. Go on.
this is a different. I was the only patient there. I got there and waited 45 minutes to get in, and I was like, "Oh, do you guys have a lot of patients today?" And they're like, "No, you're the only one here, bro. You didn't see
On a
it
side
down
note,
there?"
I've been
was like,
banned
"Oh."
from my ear, nose, and throat doctor because I've been having an issue with my ear. And when I went in, they started talking to me about my weight.
Oh,
And I said, listen, I'm well aware that I'm fat. I
oh,
was a goddamn pro athlete. I will outrun you in a foot race right now and fuck your wife better than you can. What are we doing? Can you look in my
and
fucking ear?
and they didn't. They don't take kindly.
He asked me to go.
They don't
after
take
that.
kindly. Actually, something positive that I found out at the doctor's office, my A1C is like 3 points down in 3 months, which means
What is
if I, it's like my measure of how bad my diabetes is. Like I was at 11, now I'm at 8, and apparently when you get under 6, you're like not diabetic anymore. So like
Nice.
I did 3 points in 3 months, so like apparently if I keep going, I will no longer be diabetic.
They keep telling me
should
I
keep
have
doing
high
that.
blood pressure.
What's that? David, what? I should keep doing
I
that?
said you should keep doing that then.
Yeah, no, I did that. I did that before I met my wife when I was out there looking, and I was looking
On the
good.
hunt.
Dude, my shoulders started getting jacked just from like from like fucking being healthy, and I didn't know what was
From
going
living
on.
clean?
Yeah, because apparently my shoulder. Oh, I'm dead. I'm dark again. Anyway, yeah, that was me.
Hey, quick question. Could you guys
Yeah.
hear any of that up until now?
No,
Nope.
it was like perfect.
Perfect. All right.
It was
You-
I was
perfect.
trying to figure out what you were doing. I'm like, was he spazzing out or?
No,
He was like-
perfect. No.
He was like,
He was
Yeah, I'm telling
investigating.
Teach, like, give me a fish or teach me a fish, man.
I
I
saw-
feel like I'm a sound audio engineer now. Okay?
yeah, I was watching him walk through the house party, and I was like,
So,
oh yeah,
yeah.
and I didn't hear
I
anything.
moved.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
moved the
good.
gentleman to the inside, and a couple of them are leaving, but Kevin's staying. So
Oh
I
yeah,
might
yeah.
go.
Hey!
Yeah, we got
Joe.
Kevin. So you get a bonus with me, you know.
Don't tell anybody. That's my favorite guy from Spread the Dub. I just gotta say it.
I mean,
He's an animal. He's
isn't it?
my,
I feel
my
like
Bash brother.
I feel
love
like
the
it's
guy.
I feel like it's a tie between him and Mick a lot of the times. You know, depending on what
I
night
just
you
don't.
get him.
I've
You
never
know.
hung out with Mick as much as I have with Kevin. There's been many
Yeah.
a night that I've sat at the bar with Kevin and enjoyed his company.
Well, Kevin will
Kevin-
stay out till whenever.
Yeah, Kevin's
like-
a goddamn animal.
He'll be like, you'll go out and watch them on a Monday night, and then he'll be like, let's go hang out after the show.
Well, Mike,
and then
that's
it's
part of why I got
no,
along with you so
and
good,
then it's
'cause you're the only
Saturday.
guy who I'm like, yeah, exactly. You're the only guy
Yeah.
who I'm like, hey,
Sure.
I've been writing music with Mike all night. It's 11 o'clock, and we've been up all night and smoking weed and writing music. You want to go to a Chinese buffet with me? And you're like,
Okay.
yes, I will.
There he is. Speak of the devil.
Hey!
Hey.
Look at that sexy fucking
Right, come
animal.
on my tires. Sorry,
So
what
it-
did you say? Say it again. Kevin's more accessible or something.
No, he's the best.
Oh,
he's the
my
best
favorite
one.
guy from Spread. I can't help it. What do you want me to say?
He's the best one from Spread.
It's just
So-
is what it is. I can't help that.
All right, so we got update on Andrew. We got an update on me. We know what's going on with Mac and Kevin. David, what's going on with you?
How is life in this
In
COVID
terms
world?
of what?
Anything, man.
Good.
General life.
You
It's
know, you know this
it's-
show.
It's way more normal than it was. I think the last time we talked.
Kevin,
I'm not
Kevin,
gonna-
Kevin.
Kevin,
I live a
Is
pretty
your-
boring life.
Is your name
Well, I'm
David?
not gonna say wait.
Wait.
I don't live a pretty boring life. My life is just fairly typical, and there's just some things I really shouldn't talk about on video.
I mean, nobody's watching.
Those are the things we really want to talk about.
Yeah, Bev,
David.
those are the things, right?
No. You don't want to hear about my escapades. I promise you.
No, I think
I think you're
Andrew,
wrong.
I think you're wrong. I think you're
You don't
wrong.
want none of this, do we? It turns all your bad feelings into good feelings.
yeah,
Not bad. I promise you,
I
the
feel
feelings
like-
are never bad when you're with me.
Oh,
That's what. I think.
David's out there laying it
David,
down. Is what it
David,
sounds like
do you
to me.
remember? David, do you remember when we first started hanging out at literally the most hilarious name of the cards, Docking Bay?
Like
Anyway.
yes.
Uh, and you're like, oh no, you like this is like too raunchy, and I'm like, oh no, my friend, you've met the right person that you can just talk to. You can say whatever you want. I don't judge or care what the fuck you say. You can say whatever, you know. And then we played
We'll
the
bring it up on the podcast, though.
yeah. That's true. I will bring it up on the podcast.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. And I've found a really good friend in Andrew for like similar friendship reasons, and
Yeah.
then also
We can talk about whatever.
yeah,
There's
and
no
also
judgment.
Kevin and Mac. Yeah. We're all like we don't give a fuck, man. Like
Come from the same cloth.
we're all having fun. If
Yeah,
you want to
you're
talk
the-
about whatever,
You're in the safe zone.
yeah. I mean, it's safe. It's just safe as in like whatever, man.
Safe as it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Well, the episode that you guys want to do today.
What?
And it's perfect because this is we were talking about self exploration and all that.
Yeah.
Kevin and I, our friendship and all that has gone a lot of phone calls and texting about like how to figure this shit out together and all that, you know.
Yeah.
So this is one of my I call it my therapist, but actually,
Well, I think ours is the first generation, right, that has been pretty confident and comfortable saying like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm trying to figure it out as I go.
No clue.
Whereas our parents and their parents and beyond, they had to like maintain a certain visage of like, we've got it under control, we're buttoned down, we've got to figure it out.
Actually, that I feel like that's a good throw to David because literally you're friends with him on Facebook, Andrew.
Yeah.
His posts about work are literally just him, like interacting with those people at work, and they're like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, yeah, no,
And that's
I totally
it's-
did. I totally did what you told me to do on the computer." And he just looks at the computer. He's like, "Yeah, no, it's not on.
it's like, clearly
like-
not.
Like
Clearly not.
you didn't even turn the computer on." They're like, "Oh no, I mean I did it." And he's like, "All right, just give me the computer, like, because you're not doing anything." Like, yeah, they're great. His sass, when he, like, and what I love about David's stories is like, they're true, and he threw that sass for real, and that like they need him so badly where he works that they're just
That's
like,
why we're like an
they're just
entire
like,
generation.
yes, I mean,
But we're an entire generation.
I have
of
no
artists.
idea what he just said, so I guess, just give him
But
the computer. It'll work, right? We can make money.
We're an entire
right?
generation of artists and specialists.
I am just sick of people
Because of
not
that.
following directions. Like, you were hired to do a specific job and follow and do this job by directions, and you
He's
can't
good at
follow
that.
my specific, drawn out directions about how to do a thing. And you
So
may or may not be paid higher than me because you
are
have a
old.
specific fancy title.
It's
Right.
hilarious
Oh,
because
God.
before I joined Fred, right, I was trying to start my own band, and Andrew, like you put out Craigslist ads and stuff, right?
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
would put deliberate, specific things in the ad that would, if you didn't follow those instructions, you were eliminated. Like I immediately, right off the bat, didn't.
And
wanna-
I'm telling you right now, 90% of people, it's like they don't read the fucking ad.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Like,
yeah.
And they look, because I've done the same thing where you're like, I'm a singer, I don't play any instruments, I'm looking for this situation. I'm looking for either a guitar player, songwriter to work with, or a band to work with, or what have you. And you'll get people calling you, it's like, I'm a trombone player,
Yeah.
can you play piano? And I'm like,
But even worse than that, like they would be what I was looking for, but I would be like, hey, send me, I need a video of you playing. I need to like specific, like
Give me some stuff.
No,
Let me hear some
the
shit.
thing about the Rolling Stones where they say like the brown M&M shit. You know what that was, right?
Yeah, so
That
you,
was just to make sure
Right,
people were
yeah.
reading their rider.
Their contract.
They
yes.
didn't really want brown M&Ms. They
Yeah.
wanted to make sure whoever was in charge was reading that
Was reading
rider.
all that
and
shit.
What the fuck they said.
Yes.
so
It goes back to what you were saying, like
Right the fuck
following
on.
simple instructions. If I
So-
lay it out for you right there, like, and you didn't read what I took the time to write and send you. That right there that's a marker right there. That's a red flag, telltale
Yeah, well-
right there.
And that's what I'm saying. Like a big chunk of our generation, and not all of it, I say it's probably 50-50. A lot of us specialize. We stick our lane like a motherfucker. We know how to ride our zone. So like me, I know certain things. Mike and I have had this conversation 1,000 times, probably on air, where I say all the time, like, how many times do you ever hear me act certain?
yeah.
Only when I know what's up. When I'm like, no. Don Fry fought Takayama. I could fucking take that.
Yeah, that's
to the
it.
mat.
Yeah.
I know that shit.
That's
You know what I'm
fact.
saying? No. When you get the fucking head and arm triangle, you want to have your cheek on their cheek and you want to rotate away from their body with your
Yeah.
hips. I can tell you that with certainty. But what I can't tell you is fuck else. And we have a whole bunch of people out there who want to act like some kind of authority on a lot of shit. I could tell you how to make a banging Sunday sauce. You know what I mean? I could grill the fuck out of a steak.
Yeah,
I can lay some pipe
mean-
too, frankly.
I mean,
can lay some pipe.
and-
I put myself
Listen-
in the 65th percentile in the world of pipe layers. Okay?
I mean, if you want to check out a Sweet Sunday Sauce episode, we've got it on
yeah, that video we
LSD
just
right now.
produced.
Yeah, it's actually out there.
Max,
Oh, yeah.
you can't see it behind the scenes. Max is grilling away. So this is bacon and
Beautiful.
Brussels sprouts.
Oh no, we heard it on the pre-show.
Yeah,
Like,
Mac,
we just
Mac
heard-
was cooking.
He did.
Literally him
All
smashing
of it.
and breaking things.
Mac was doing prep.
He's like, come over and have a bunch of people.
But
It's just
see,
me and
that's
him, and he's cooking like a fucking 9-course meal right
Mac
now.
is another
It's,
a perfect example of that.
It's
So
a
Mac
whole
is,
lot of just noise going on.
It was, yeah, it was crazy.
but what I see in Mac, right, and we haven't hung out a ton, but what I see in him is that he is like mastering being a student. Like what I love about watching him is that
Yeah.
he,
Yeah.
when it comes to woodworking, whether it's food or whatever,
He's the epitome of-
Mac
to me,
wants to be the Padawan. Mac is like
Oh, yeah,
in the
yeah.
pocket saying like,
Yeah.
I want to learn that Jedi shit. Show me that. No ego. I love that about that.
When
motherfucker.
people ask me
There's
like,
so
"Oh,
much
what is
ego in
what's
that
up with Mac? Like, what does he do? What's his thing?" I'm like, what doesn't he
Yeah,
do?
everything.
Like,
Yeah.
like 1 week, he's in Puerto Rico, leading a team, speaking Spanish, rebuilding roofs for houses after the hurricane. Next month, he's bouncing around through the Midwest, setting up trampoline parks for people. Like,
yes.
it's all so random, but when you hear it, you're not surprised that Mac's like behind it doing it. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that just fucking makes sense. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But another thing though, like I think about our generation-ish bubble that we are in this show right here is that like, so the people that are older than us, like all the people that are like definitely older than us, were like that have been our bosses, right?
Yeah.
For most of our
You're
lives.
talking like a generation two, like
Yeah,
the older
Gen Xers or whatever.
No, no,
Like our older cousins.
like no, like more no, because that he's right there. Don't talk. He's right there.
What?
He's a Gen Xer
David, you
right
didn't tell
there.
me how old are you actually? Like I said,
Like I said,
you were
like I said,
33 to
I don't think
36,
he'll tell you.
38.
Like I don't think he'll
No?
tell you anyway.
Yeah, unless you're in the 60s, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it's the same generation. Like
Well, no, that's what I'm talking about. Those people that are like 50 and 60 now, right?
Yeah.
They've been our bosses forever, right? And they've always
Sure.
been the like, and how they've been raised.
Jaded by power.
Well, no, like and how they've always been raised and like how to manage and teach people things is like, well, if you can't figure it out, you're not smart enough to fucking work here. And we're all like, no, if you give me very specific instructions, I can figure out what I'm doing and then keep doing it, right? So when we give them simple instructions and they don't follow it and then they act like we're dumb, I think that's like that's something that hits all of us at any time of our lives when we've had like a boomer or maybe a little bit younger boss who's just been in that. And that's how when you say we're the first generation of people like us, I think it's like the late Gen Xers and us or are like that, like where like, no, I mean, I can't figure it out because I have no experience in this. Why did you hire me if you're not going to show me how to do the job and I have no idea what's going on, right? I'm kind of ranting here, but
Gene said it in a previous episode. He said we were the most effortlessly progressive generation.
Mm-hmm.
wow.
Because of who we were surrounded by. Like I've said it in past episodes, I wish Uncle Phil was my dad.
Yeah.
Through like most of my adolescence or whatever. I never thought about James Avery being black. I just thought Uncle Phil seems like
cool
a good
as
ass
fuck, yeah.
dad. Like you know what I mean? Like that's it. Like
Well, what I was
those
gonna
kind
say
of
was
things didn't enter.
what I was gonna say is Andrew, you act like you always don't know things, right?
Yeah.
And, but you act like you're incapable of learning. But like, I taught you how to install Discord and use it several times, which like, if I, like, okay, so if David, who could give you exact like inch by inch instructions to move on the screen, right?
Yeah,
you could
but
write
that's
that
just
up.
boxing. That's just
No.
jiu-jitsu. It's the same thing.
No. What I'm saying is, it's an age thing because he could do the same thing to somebody that did jiu-jitsu and boxing but is a boomer.
And it's like 65.
Yeah, and they would just be like, nope, definitely folding. They would just take the screen and just like, no, it's done.
Yeah.
No, it's just done now.
I'm setting my web
I
TV
don't do
back
it.
up. I'm not doing
Right?
That's always killed me about older people where they're like, I can't. They refuse. They're like,
Yeah, they
I can't, I don't get it.
refuse to learn.
Shut down. They're like, I can't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, there's a veneer of infallibility.
right, but
Yeah.
you didn't even try because it comes from this like, we all know, especially Andrew, jiu-jitsu or any type of martial art. Like,
Well,
yo, you step in there, you're vulnerable. You know
Absolutely.
nothing. You get
And
your
you
ass
can't
whooped.
lie. You can't
When you
lie
step
on
in,
the mat.
when you
What
roll
can
on the
do
mat
is
the
what you
first
can
time,
do.
you get bossed, right?
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
get handled.
You
And
can be a
realize,
killer
like-
in one room and a guppy in another room. Like
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a whole different. It's one of those things that like
But that
what's
that
that generation?
feeling
it's
of
all merit. It's all
being
meritocracy.
what's the saying? Being comfortable, being uncomfortable.
Yes.
Yes.
Like that's
Yes.
a mentality. That's a mentality you have to take
That's
to
what
all
combat
this.
sports has given me for sure. When I have
For
friends,
sure.
like when Mac was worried about going on stage to do karaoke when I was last visiting Florida, okay, and he conquered that bitch, which made me so proud and so happy. But it's
Couldn't
like
have done it without
Okay.
you, though, man.
that's what combat sports gave
Yo.
me, though, right? I'm not scared of any kind of thing. Once some dude who's as big as me or bigger is on top of me trying to break my face, it's not gonna get worse. It's not gonna get worse.
No.
So go to a jiu-jitsu gym and fucking experience that for one time, and you're like, oh, I'm not worried. Like all that little fear, that little fucking completely unnecessary,
Also,
arbitrary
accepting the reality, like you're gonna fail. Like
Yes.
knowing you're going. Like every day I went to the jiu-jitsu gym, dude. I drove there terrified.
You
I'm
know
like,
you're
what
gonna
am I
get
doing?
worked at one point.
All the way there, I'm like, I don't want to go here. Like I'm gonna get my
Yeah.
ass whipped.
Yeah.
So it's pure terror. And then afterwards on the ride home, you're just like, I want to go back.
You're high. You're high as fuck
Right.
on the way back. Yeah.
can I?
You're up in the air.
So I was trying to figure out who's the generation before the boomers, and it's the silent generation, and then the greatest generation before them. So I've done a lot of tech support, like in my day, like over the phone tech support, and the worst people are
David,
people.
sell how you
Yeah,
felt
are
that
people
shit.
our age, right? The worst people are people our age because they're like, I know, I already did that. I already did that. I know what you're going to tell me. I already did that. Can you just put the ticket in? Can you just put the ticket in? Can you just do it? Can you just come pick it up? And I'm just like, I have to go through these steps because I know you fucking missed a step, you fucking cocky motherfucker, right? And then underneath them are the boomers, right? Who they're just like, can you just come here? It's like, no, I can't come. I can't come. Well, can you send somebody out there? Yeah, it's gonna cost you like $120. Well, why? I pay you money but not for this. If you would just listen to me and pull a plug and pull a fucking plug from the wall, maybe it wouldn't cost you $120, right?
So
and then no, the best people to deal with, right, were like surprisingly like 70 and up, because they're like. They're like, I'm just going to tell you right now, I don't know anything. I use this for email. I use this for email.
Right off the bat.
Dude,
Yeah.
I know nothing.
yeah,
I'm clay in your hands,
yeah.
please mold it.
And then you say, okay, you know what a plug is? Well, so here's the crazy thing, right?
All my step-by-step instructions right now. We'll get this
exactly.
solved.
Yeah, no, their calls would be like 10 minutes, and they're like, oh, that's easy. My grandson couldn't even figure this out. I'm like, yeah, because he's a cock, probably. I can't say that, you know. But like,
I mean, you can.
I can't, but you'll just get fired. That's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Find a new job then, right?
But like, and I feel really bad because like my last call ever as a tech support person was one of those people, and it was really nice, and I was like, fuck, I wanted it to be some kid, so I could tell him to fuck off.
Yeah.
But it was the sweetest lady I had ever taken a call on, and she was like, oh my goodness, you're so sweet. If I could get your information, I'd send you a gift card and all this stuff. And I'm like,
I'm gonna give her my information.
Yeah.
That's fruit basket.
Right? Now she's giving me like
Edible origin.
That's
like a $10 Amazon card. But like,
Oh yeah.
so
That's a generational thing. The thank you.
oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. So like,
that's totally
I
generational.
My
So
parents,
we're-
my parents made me do that shit like.
Oh, yeah,
communion
same,
or
yeah.
Graduation or whatever.
my mom make me sit down and write.
cards.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Like,
yep.
are you gonna individually? You're gonna write a thank you.
Yep.
Like, I don't care if you write the same thing to everybody, but you're gonna handwrite this shit.
Handwritten, yeah,
And
handwritten.
And you're gonna
We're
deliver
gonna
it to
send
them.
it. No, we're gonna send it off in mail.
yeah.
So that's like,
So here's a
so you
question.
have a physical fucking.
Here's a
Yeah,
question,
dude.
David. I have a question for you. You
Yes.
know, dealing with the extremely old people, they're easier to deal with, right? And when you tell them to unplug the power from something, they instantly know what you're talking about, right?
Yep.
Have you dealt with somebody that's like in their 40s or 50s, and you're like, "Can you unplug the power?" And they're like, "I don't know what that is."
Yep.
What? What
Yep.
the fuck? How does your mother and grandmother, when you're like 40 and 50, understand me when I say unplug the power from the machine, and
They're
I
not
tell you
listening.
do that, and then I'm like, and then I literally have to use something that I know that like the dumbest people would understand.
Like you're talking
and
to
I'm
your
like,
3 or like 2-year-old.
yeah, no, I have to break it down. Like I'm like, you know, the thing that you plug your iPhone in to charge in the wall, and they're like, the power, and I'm like, I just fucking said the power. Yeah. Yeah.
Unplug the thing from the wall.
The cord.
But you have to say, you, as soon as
You know
they're
what I
like,
mean?
I don't know what that is, you're like, okay, yeah, you know the thing that you plug your iPhone into, and they're like, oh yeah. If you said any other device, they'd be like, well, I don't know what that other phone
What are you
is.
talking about?
Yeah, but if you said,
I don't
as
think
soon
I
as you're
had
like, iPhone, they're like, oh yeah, the thing, charge it. Oh, you mean the unplug the charger? Why didn't you say the charger? And I was like,
that.
So,
Fuck
David,
off.
are you working
Fuck
for
off.
individual consumers, or are you working for like a corporate site when you're doing that kind of
So
IT
I work for a corporation that how can I be? Okay, so I work for a corporation, and I deal with the employees.
You want to try it? I never had
Okay, so in an
And,
office complex kind of thing.
Right. So,
Okay.
and
Now I
for the
get
most
red
part,
onions
these are some
all the time.
smart people. But I think the issue is that they think on such a high level that they don't think about
They're
the lower
skipping
stuff anymore.
over. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Now,
I don't know.
do you
They
find a lot of it though
It
is
just would be
people that
better,
just
but-
don't
I don't have
like
to
they don't
do
know
that.
how to rev down to listen.
Yeah.
Like I see a lot of the time when I'm talking to like what Mike was touching on with the age groups, like my uncles and aunts who are like in their early 60s right now and late 50s right now. When you're talking to them, it's almost like you gotta punch through the initial 20 minutes of them
Your drizzle will be better, but yeah.
coming down or whatever. They don't know how to like listen in a conversation actively. Whereas like my grandmother, who's 86, is like totally actively involved, listening, ingesting the information, and like, you know what I mean? Like that shit's very interesting to me.
Yeah, like
how
the
it's like
is
it Coke?
Like the conversation of about food that's happening while we're trying to have a conversation here.
Oh, sorry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's an awesome illustration.
I got ideas for Shepped Up when you come back down.
I'll be
All
down
right, after.
in a
Yeah,
couple days.
after.
Yeah, we do an after show where we discuss show stuff.
Yeah, David. Yeah.
And
yeah.
That's the reason why you see me some of my posts as they are, because I'm just like, I'm just in shock. I'm like, how are
Shock,
you not?
yes.
How did you make it this far as a human being if you can't think like that?
Yeah. That was my
I
question.
think that about so many people so many times in my day, bro.
That was my that was my questions when I would ask the people, like, unplug the power plug, and they're just like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, you had to verify your birthday with me. That shit was in the 50s. Like, you've unplugged power from something. They had power in the 50s. Like, what the fuck? Like, how are you not understanding this? Like,
No, it goes back to what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
Simple instructions. People
Yeah.
following simple instructions. The comprehension level.
The fun.
I think it even goes further though.
No. The fun part is our HR person. She's great for the most part.
the eyes
But when
were
she,
the best part
but
of that.
when she forgets her password, she'll be
Oh,
like,
no.
She calls me and
Oh,
she's like,
no.
I put my password in like 3 times. And she keeps telling me the wrong password, and I'm just like, so
Stop.
you're gonna click on forgot password?
case
Or you just
sensitive?
gonna...
She's forgetting to capitalize.
Or she won't click on the forgot password part. Just keep doing
No,
it
she won't.
till she's locked out, right?
Yeah. So first I have to unlock her. I have to change her password because she thinks it's this thing, and you know clearly it's not, because otherwise the machine wouldn't reject it.
It
Yeah.
hasn't been that for the past 3 times. Why would it be
I know
for the
that's
next
my
4 and
password. I
5
know it's my-
times? Yeah.
I know. The computer's got to be wrong.
Right? The computer
Well,
all of a
that's
sudden
the
just
best thing.
changed your password.
The computer's got to be wrong. It can't be human error.
For me,
Got to be technology error.
I feel like I'm technologically illiterate a lot of the time. And for me, I can follow instruction, but I have an issue where if something goes wrong a certain amount of times with something that I spent a certain amount of money on, I want to destroy it. I want to destroy it. So there's
I've
been many
calmed
times
you
where
down.
my wife has come home to work. You have calmed me down.
I've calmed
but
you down
there's
the
been many
one time.
There's been many times my wife has come home from
You
work.
can call him and he can straighten it out for you. But
I do. But there's been many times my wife has come home from work and in her office there's like a TV that I couldn't get to work right, and I just took it off the wall and put it in her office, or a computer, or whatever technological. There was one point in time where I took my daughter's whole Osmo set, tablet rig, computer tablet thing, and I took the whole thing. I folded the tablecloth over it on the dining room table, and then I just tied it up, and I said, "We leave that there for when mommy gets home." And
I
she's
mean,
like,
nothing pisses me off more these days, like when the router dies, and so now
Oh,
like my access to video games, Netflix, all my TV, everything's gone. My patience
David.
is
my
about.
world is gone.
Yeah, bro, I'm normally a pretty even keeled, like mellow dude.
you know
So
what?
check this out.
I lose my shit. I'm like,
You
we
know
pay
what's-
how much money for this shit, and it's not working right. I'm fucking. I
Yo.
lose my shit, like, and then
What?
AT&T.
I told you we're the same kind of
We're
animal.
working
me and
on
this
it. It'll
guy.
be about this long. I'm like, no, this is unacceptable. I need this shit now. Need this shit done now.
Oh, I hated that guy on the phone.
So I've told this story before, but so Mike's only seen me angry at maybe a couple times in our friendship, and we've done a lot of like working on stuff together. And I'm pretty mellow, dude. I'm pretty mellow. I've done a lot
yeah,
of
you're
work.
king
to be
mellow.
But so I'm at the Atlanta Philharmonic
Seen you annoyed.
building. Yeah, I get annoyed, but I get annoyed with people with very specific things.
Yes,
you know,
no, I
you
do
the
know.
things.
I do know the person. Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
know.
know the
Oh,
exact,
I know the
I know
person.
the exact moment you're talking
Oh,
about.
Jesus! I felt so
Right,
bad.
You wanted me to
Anyway,
like him so bad. Anyway, yeah.
I felt
Anyway,
so
yeah.
bad though.
Fuck him. Fuck him,
so-
dude. Wave your
so-
mullet at him and say, fuck him, brother.
But fuck, I lost my. I'm stoned. What? Oh, so I'm at the Atlanta Philharmonic with my buddy Tom, my best friend.
Oh, where you fold the phone? Yeah.
Well, so I didn't fold that one. I threw
Oh.
that one. But I was on acid, and we're watching the Trailer Park Boys live. My wife got us tickets for my birthday.
That sounds
It's mid-October.
awesome.
I just moved to Atlanta.
Oh, the
My
weather's
boy Tom
perfect.
comes out to visit. The weather's gorgeous.
Oh,
It's like fucking 55 degrees at night, 70 in the sunshine in the day.
it's
Beautiful.
like perfect acid
And
weather.
fucking, we're leaving the place. I'm on acid. I can't get Uber to work. And I'm like, this fucking thing is driving me nuts. And Tom's like, well, let me take a look at it. And I go, nah, man, fuck this. And I just whipped my phone into the ether. I just whipped it like a fucking Frisbee. And Tom goes, oh no. And immediately sprints off into the bushes and the fountains to try and find my phone. And he finds it and fucking gets us an Uber.
He found it. He found it.
Yeah, he found it. Thank God
Dude,
for
that's
best
an epic
friend.
moment.
Yeah.
I have that
He
split.
found it. Yeah.
I have that split-second impulse thing sometimes. Where
Yeah,
like, I worked hard to like fight that out of my personality, but Mike saw
It's a
that
blessing and a curse, right?
the instance Mike's talking about when I was annoyed. Some people, when people talk about combat sports or fighting
Ugh.
around me with certain levels of like certainty
I
in the way they're talking
forgot-
about, and they say crazy shit
Listen,
about like combat.
you know the
that
crazy
makes
thing
no
is,
fucking sense.
as
I
soon
have
as
a
he
real
started,
instinct to be like, oh, show me.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I want to see. Show me.
Yeah.
listen,
I
as
told
soon
you.
It's like Monday morning quarterbacks. Like when you watch a UFC fight,
I
they're like,
wanna
I just
hurt him,
would have
though.
done this,
Yeah.
or I would have done that. It's like, oh yeah, would you have? Have you ever been in there? You ever had some
Listen.
Exactly. I hate that shit so bad.
listen, and
when
I
people
remembered.
start talking about that shit. It's something in me turns, like a lizard part
I-
comes out of me,
Yeah.
and fucking, and Mike saw it one time in our friendship.
Just for like a
where
second, but then he was
real
nice
ugly
after.
for a second, and then I let it go.
Yeah.
But because I realized the person wasn't, trying to be that way, but I
He was just drunk.
The-
He was just
yeah.
drunk.
But
I
so when it
forgot
comes
that when he
to
gets
shit,
fucked up, he
Just
starts
drunk?
like that.
Okay.
when people say shit like I got this one thing that I can do that nothing can
Yeah.
stop it, and
Yeah,
that kind of
yeah.
shit, I get
Yeah.
real like, oh really? I want to know.
Let
about
me
it.
stop
Show
it.
me.
Hey, that's
So-
like Steven Seagal pulling Anderson aside and teaching
My
him.
neck is getting tight.
Yeah,
talking
you know,
about
like,
that
I
shit.
teach you. Oh, I'm gonna teach you some illegal shit that they don't let fly in the. Oh, you mean UFC? Where like it's like no hard.
Yeah.
Steven
Where we
Seagal,
kick
you're-
people in the head until
Yeah.
they're unconscious, and that's
Yeah.
okay.
So
I love how Anderson and Lyoto like
They just let
respected him.
They just
They
let
didn't
him.
correct him.
Yeah.
And then also they
They walked out with him and shit.
yeah, but they also pulled the fucking front kick, both of those guys.
Yeah.
So Steven Seagal's standing behind it like, yeah, I taught them that. And it's like, really? You taught him a
Not
teach?
only-
All they did was teach to the fucking job.
Not
Like,
only though did they hit the front kick on guys, they hit the
They
front
knocked him
kick on
unconscious.
other legends though. Lyoto hit it on Randy Couture.
oh yeah.
Fucking one of the greatest champions of all time.
And Anderson hit it on
Anderson
Vitor.
hit it on Vitor Belfort, one of the most fucking outstanding knockout artists and champions of all time.
Youngest UFC champ
Yeah.
ever, right?
Dude, until Johnny Bones came into the picture.
Oh yeah, Johnny. Hey, not to sidetrack, but what do you think? You think Johnny's got any chance when he steps up to heavyweight, or what?
Yeah, I think he does. I think he
I
does.
mean,
as long as
hey-
he's ready for the power and the exchanges, I think he does.
Cormier called him out.
Sorry,
He's like,
guys.
you
Sorry,
were
guys.
knocking people
Oh.
out.
We
in-
can talk about magic
Oh.
cards in a second. I'm sorry.
Hey, Cormier called him out. You saw it. He's like, you weren't knocking people out at light heavy. You ain't knocking nobody out at heavyweight.
Dude,
I think Stipe.
Stipe, I think is his worst trouble. Honestly, I don't think it's
Yeah.
Ngannou. I think Stipe
Unless
gives
Ngannou
gives John his
fucking
most
connects with
issues.
that godly death uppercut from fucking
Well,
hell. That he,
so
Ngannou can kill anybody with a touch. He's got that nasty like dimmak with his punching power.
anybody in heavyweight can. Blades.
A lot, well, not anybody, but a lot of
who's
guys.
my boy, my balls are hot.
Oh, Derek can hit. Derek can crack.
That is
Derek
a
just knocked
scary.
out Curtis.
That's a scary motherfucker right there. I don't
And
think.
he's a bad dude.
I love John Bones. I think he's probably the best ever to do it.
Yeah. Best light heavyweight ever to do.
I don't believe the fucking steroid shit. I don't think he did steroids.
Even if he did, he didn't do it any more than every fucking body else.
Right.
That's what I think about it.
I
There's
don't
a
think he
handful of guys out there that didn't.
I don't think.
George
I
St. Pierre's
legit
of the
don't think he
world.
did it. He pissed like micro fucking levels of it.
I think it wasn't steroids. I think he was bumping coke sometimes and eating Viagra's, and he got traced
Right.
because it wasn't steroids. It was banned substances. It was estrogen blockers and shit, which is in Viagra. Anyway, we should get on to a topic that.
Yeah,
Compound Jones.
We'll start break. See what happens to me when you guys start talking about sound equipment when we're hanging out with my brother Mike.
Listen, I didn't say anything.
I
know,
didn't say
love you,
anything
David.
either.
No, Mike's expressions to set it off.
No, I was just looking
yeah.
for something to
Well,
do.
David looked like he was in church waiting for his aunt to stop fucking being such a ham justifier. David had to look like Like, okay.
Listen,
Sounds like
I stopped
done
going
what
to church
you've
a
done.
long time ago because I realized like this is not going to work for me.
What's that?
I stopped going to church a long time ago because
Wow.
I realized this is just not going to work for me.
I stopped
Sure.
going to church because I like S&M shit too much, and I started seeing too many parallels.
I got some sinning to do.
Wow.
Speaking
Okay.
of church, like I don't know if you guys know I'm doing this new gig where I do voiceover work for
Oh
books.
yeah, this is awesome.
Oh, are you?
Yeah, man. So my first
Fucking
gig,
right.
a religious book. Yeah.
Of all things.
Of all things, of all people.
That's just classic. Like if that's not the proof in the pudding of I'll do anything for money.
Oh yeah, no, that's me. That's
Mike-
me.
Mike
That's-
narrating a religious book for money.
I am. Like,
Uh,
literally, like our friend, David and I's mutual friend, like he owns
Hey
this
Mike, don't
card
go off
shop.
script though. Huh? Don't.
Oh, no.
Don't go off script.
My
you just
bloopers,
add little things.
dude, my bloopers. I
This
was
is a
telling
lie.
Suck the
Andrew.
devil's dick. Moving on.
Dude, I was telling Andrew, my bloopers, like, well, number one, this guy has never, like, I feel like he's never had I feel like he's never written a paper and been graded accurately, number
Right.
one. And number two, yeah, whoever was proofreading it was not paid to proofread it. And, like, so, like, it,
Read his own shit.
yeah, like, yeah, and anyway, so, like, it's 5 hours of me reading this, right? And then, like,
Oof.
I read it all the way through, right? And then I go back and I edit out all the mistakes I make and everything. And then, like, I'm realizing that, like, I didn't turn off the mic for, like, the whole 5 hours, right? So, like, there's some times where I'm like, blah, 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 blah. Motherfucker, this is a 10-line sentence. Where is the period? There's only commas. Do you not know how to write? I'm just yelling this into the mic. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I'm glad I'm editing this. Oh, I'm glad I'm
That is
fucking
the
taking
nerd
this
in all
out.
of us right now. We're
Yeah,
laughing
yeah.
at somebody.
That's hilarious.
I'm just
Oh,
like,
but on sentence, clown.
I'm just like literally, but you don't understand. Like, I literally grew up in California, where like that's the best writers from like our generation are from there, just because like it's bullshit how much writing they fucking make you do there. And I'm a bad writer, right? So, but I still understand like this guy. One of the first ones where I just got pissed. And I literally, after I ranted, I'm pretty sure I stopped it. Because, like, in the middle of my rant, it just stops, it cuts off, and then picks up where I was like, and then Jesus said, like, right after, like, it's like, yeah. In the middle of, like, then Jesus said. Like, literally, like, it's like that, right? Yeah. So, it was literally, like, a sentence.
Rodney Dangerfield,
Dude.
fix your tie.
Dude, I was like, yeah. But it was like, then Jesus said, like, I didn't finish saying fuck. Anyway. But like it was a sentence with like there were 3 commas and then a list of things, which the list had like 10 things, right? So then that had a comma after each one, right? And then it was more ands, more becauses, and then at the second list of like 10 or 15 things, I was just like, that's when I started yelling, and I was like, God fucking damn it, who the fuck taught you how to motherfuck? Then Jesus said, like that's literally how it was cut together, and I was like,
we all the same, about the same age,
Yeah,
34,
rough-
right?
no,
37.
So you
Not-
remember how they used to
not,
teach us to
yes.
write for FCAT,
not yes,
for standardized tests and shit?
yeah.
like-
No, my generation was right before standardized tests started fucking shit.
All right, but
We were the
so
last generation to be able to
I mean,
fail all your classes and pass all your exams and still pass your grade with an
oh
average.
yeah.
yeah,
No,
Like,
I could do
you
that.
guys
too,
got
yeah.
generation where they literally taught you for the test. That was
Yeah,
what the teachers
yeah.
were great on.
You guys got a
I remember
weird
them
different
teaching us
brand of education.
for-
That's why I sent my
formulaic
kid to
way of-
private school, honestly.
how they taught us to write for these tests
Mhm.
was like, therefore, because.
No, that's what it's. Oh, dude, no,
You know
that's
what I
what
mean?
that's
Like-
what this guy was writing like.
Yeah,
And I was
exactly.
like,
So you
I was
can tell
like-
he came from a fucking public education,
it's like-
standardized testing, fucking.
Therefore, because yeah,
for
therefore,
reasons, in conclusion,
this, dude,
like-
you're saying all the words, and I was just like, therefore, because where hen what with hen
yeah,
what
yeah,
like, and then like some words were just like,
don't focus on grammar or run-on sentences or anything. As long as you hit those keywords, they're like,
They're all
you
commands.
start
They're all commands.
you
so
start
they do.
your second paragraph with therefore because, and then you elaborate on your first paragraph, and then the end is in conclusion because of all these reasons, and you just relist your reasons from the.
that's literally
then-
what the last chapter was.
Oh yeah, so that
Literally
fucking
what the
drove
last
you crazy,
chapter
right?
was. Yeah, I was
I'm
fucking
surprised you
freaking
still have
out.
hair. You
Dude.
didn't pull out your fucking all your hair.
I mean,
See, generation
my beard
to
was much
generation,
thicker.
It's so weird how different they treated the standards in school. Because I feel like in my standard was, did you at least get all D's? You don't have any coke in your pocket right now?
Yeah, no,
You
same.
got
Yeah.
You good? Are you good?
You don't
But-
have a shank?
But
You
like,
get
what
to-
did you
can
get on your
graduate.
standardized testings?
Me?
Andrew, yeah. No,
Actually,
Andrew.
believe it or not, I test pretty well.
Andrew,
can-
no, I'm asking
I'll-
Andrew.
I'll-
Like
I'll-
before they trained you.
I can.
Before- No, I'm saying before they
I
trained
actually,
you. Like,
I actually, I like.
Oh, no,
I'm a natural tester. I smoked my SATs. I did really
Right.
good. My
Dude,
wife
I-
was like a really good student.
I did pretty
like,
bad on my first
SAT prep
SATs and then
scores.
took it again.
Yeah.
Once I realized the test, once I realized the game, like so
Yeah,
I did like
You take the PSATs, man?
yeah, I did actually better on the PSATs than the.
listen, I did
than the actual
I did
SATs.
I did PCP and did my ACTs and SATs in the same day, and I got into I got an acceptance letter from MIT, but I could not afford it. I didn't get
Oh,
good
yeah.
enough grades to where I could get a full ride, but I got a full ride to Colorado School of Mines, which is if you can't afford MIT, you go there. And then
Go
I was
there.
promptly kicked out for selling the kids drugs. But
Yeah.
so
Well, that's classic West Coast, like
Yeah,
West
man.
Coast.
But no,
MIT, you ain't selling drugs. Colorado, you slanging shit, bro.
yeah,
Like,
no, for real. Like, no, I was in Colorado too. That's why I was like, oh shit, I don't even have to go anywhere. I can keep like my drug connections here, and it's college kids. They all want to stay up forever. And this is like Midwest meth area. And I never needed to go talk to the meth guy, but
Adderall
now
was
I
your best
can.
seller.
No. It's Midwest meth, dude. Fucking
Yeah.
two things come from whatever the fuck city Slash is from Guns N' Roses. It's Slash and a shitload of meth. Like and he's from Colorado, yeah. So like there's only two things from that part of Colorado, and it's fucking Slash
and
and meth.
meth.
Anyway,
Slash and
Is that the high school mascot?
I mean he might be.
It's just a crystal of meth bouncing around.
It's a piece of crystal meth dressed up like Slash playing the guitar. Anyway.
I remember that when people are like, it's prescribed to me. I'm doing Adderalls. I'm like, yeah, but you're snorting them.
Yeah,
like, you're crushing them.
yeah.
Like, I'm like,
Yeah,
have you
they're-
seen, like,
they're- yeah.
right down. It's like here's meth, and then Adderall is like one branch off.
Yeah, no,
like,
it's
over
literally
here.
it's literally like
You're
a molecule difference. It's the crazy
but
thing. Yeah,
that's okay.
Yeah,
That's
but that's
okay
okay.
though, right?
literally,
If you
yeah.
did meth, you're a shitbag. If you do Adderall, you have a higher budget.
We used to
And
give it to pilots. in
Dude,
World
this
War
one
II.
kid,
Yeah.
this one kid was like, I thought he was doing heroin, and I was like, "What are you doing, man?" He's like, "Oh yeah, man, that shit you sell me, I shoot it. It's just faster." And I'm like, "Oh,
Shit, hey.
I
Here's,
was like,
here's,
all right.
what, here's
Wow.
in
was like,
recent
oh.
news, water's wet, and when you shoot shit, it hits you faster.
yeah, yeah."
That's why you snort shit.
Yeah, right to the vein is a
Yeah,
little
no,
bit of a.
yeah, no.
It's
It,
faster.
it doesn't have to cross the blood barrier of the liver. It doesn't have to be metabolized there first. Yeah, no. So it
crazy
literally
as fuck.
just goes right in. Also, another tip: if you want things to work faster, just boof it.
You
Boof
know,
it.
that's the other thing.
No,
Move it.
boof
move
it.
We talk about
They're literally
earlier.
it's
Mike,
safer.
write that down. Mike's
It's-
tips to life. If
it's
you want it to work
safer-
fast,
I'm
move
just
it.
saying it's safer than shooting and metabolizes.
It's
It
safer.
crosses the.
And nobody will know because you don't have track marks either.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. It's safer. It's cleaner, and
All-
also
all
like
benefits,
it.
all
Yeah,
benefits.
it actually.
Always benefit.
You don't notice the difference in time between shooting and boofing,
Boofing?
drugs. Personal experience.
Well, I
But
can tell you
anyway,
'cause I-
regardless,
I
regardless,
I know, so I wanted to
Regardless.
touch on something. So we were
I got
talking
all
about these.
I got all like a college level. Every single kid in my town that I grew up in California, in the couple towns that I went to school in California, from like grade school up on all standardized testings, we all tested in college level, and I was the retarded kid. That's all I'm
You
saying.
are-
I'm the dumbest kid.
You're the dumb.
I'm the dumbest kid from my town. Literally
Shit.
every kid that graduated from the high school that I went to either like does like music or like is like famous, or they're famous for killing somebody or something, or
Famous for
or
something.
or they owned or they took over their dad's law firm or medical practice or fucking IT company or whatever. And then I'm just like, "What's up, guys? My wife's a doctor, and I live in Florida." And they're like, "Oh yeah, of course,
Yeah, but-
of course, idiot, of course,
But you're
idiot."
racist, right? You're racist. You're a piece of shit, right? Like it.
Oh yeah, no, they'll
They don't know
they'll
your
fucking
wife's
lay the
black,
hammer
yeah,
on.
like,
Yeah,
yeah.
they'll lay
Yeah.
the hammer on me like they're better than me, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure, like growing up, you've done terrible things that I haven't done, like human-wise things. I mean,
I grew up. I know. I
mean,
know the
they
bodies
did
are
them-
buried. With their
yeah,
ass.
like we partied at this one kid's house for a weekend, and I was like, I've never been invited to a party before. I'm in middle school. And it was just straight through the weekend. On Monday, cops show up, and then like two of the kids that we went to school with weren't there, and then like two of the kids, like because it was like one of their older brothers. Anyway, 4 kids went to jail because they killed the one kid's mom and threw her in the quarry. And we just partied at their house for a weekend, and like we didn't even know.
What's crazy? Like he's saying this shit.
See, my friends just fuck people's moms. They didn't care.
Right?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like these, when I say like the people that I would have graduated with.
I'm a Florida man.
Yeah.
You would think the Florida shit, the crazy shit would become great.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like when people talk shit about Florida, like I proudly wear like the Florida badge of honor. Like I fucking live here, bro. But like,
we're born and raised in the county.
All day, baby.
Dude, I fucking wish I was, because I feel like I was supposed to be born here, because this is like the best fucking state. David and I agree with that, but we disagree about like some things like politically. But I think he agreed with something that I said recently. I know I'm trying to not be political here, but like everybody talks shit about our governor, right? But think about this. Wait. No matter what side of the aisle you're on, name a better governor right now.
Right?
Name a better governor right now.
One who has,
it doesn't matter like if you think he's good or bad. Like just name a better one.
State,
right?
Oh, north, it's super conservative. And then shades of it as you go down.
We're like super liberal, and he caters to both of us.
More liberal, more liberal. You get to Jacksonville, it's a little more liberal. Then you get down to South Florida.
Liberal and conservative.
Then you get the fucking, and you'll tell you the Cubans.
But Florida's not really liberal or conservative.
Liberal and conservative is really arbitrary, because the liberal
in Florida especially
lines, they fall to like these little issues that are kind of like interpersonal or social or whatever. It's like libertarian and authoritarian is really where I see the lines like more like stark, where you have like no matter what side, left or right, like right now we have an authoritarian
left and right
group running the show right now. There are people that are going to pass shit through executive order. Trump was also authoritarian on the right. It was not a good fucking scene either way. That's the thing that bothers me about it.
We haven't had a non-authoritarian presidency in a long time. Yeah.
So,
I don't think you will.
No, I don't think we will either, because the government doesn't relinquish power once they gain it.
When I become president, they will assassinate me while my hand's on the Bible. Anyway. But
hey, have you guys watched The Rock's new TV show at all?
No.
I watch TV.
Yeah, same here.
Not at all.
No.
Podcasts while I do.
I watch the Panthers play hockey, motherfucker.
First in our division, baby.
Not anymore. Oh, I mean, until tomorrow. Until tomorrow.
I do watch Disney Plus though.
I watch Star Wars shit. I throw down on Star Wars shit.
I think that's a good crossover for everybody to get in on the conversation.
David, you up on WandaVision?
No, that's my next thing. I'm trying to catch up on DuckTales.
DuckTales?
DuckTales is the shit. If you like DuckTales, let me tell you, check out Three Caballeros. Me and my daughter get down on Los Caballeros. It's the shit.
Listen.
You talking about Donald and his friends and they're singing the Mexican song? I just went to Epcot this last weekend, so.
You watched
years ago, I watched it. But I'm watching the reboot of DuckTales now, because they rebooted it in 2017.
Yeah. And it's not bad. Yeah.
It's
on Disney XD.
So I'm catching up on that.
But I've been loving all the Star Wars shit on fucking Disney Plus too.
Kevin,
I work out hard on Star Wars.
Just out of the way right now. I love how Disney's like, so everybody's hip to how they canceled Gina Carano, right, from Mandalorian.
Yeah,
sure.
You know who quit?
Oh yeah.
Pedro Pascal quit. He was like, "That's my girl."
He quit?
Yeah, he did quit.
I know. No, he ain't quit.
Yeah, he quit. No. So he was gonna quit.
Mandalorian's done because that dude's worth a fucking $1 billion.
He said he was gonna quit.
Kinda.
They
just put a motherfucker in a helmet.
Dude, yeah, and they have voice recreation software. He quit.
He
was gonna. He was gonna quit after the first season because he didn't like the way everybody was gonna be. Yeah.
So
I mean, hey,
Bill Burr came out.
If you wanna.
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr is the main character on the Mandalorian.
That would be great.
Fucking Burr. And he came out and said she's a sweetheart. So they canceled her, and now she's doing the thing. She's doing the thing with.
I don't really care. I don't really care about all that. I just care that like Pedro Pascal was like he already threatened to quit because he didn't like how he's super left, and he did not like how, like, the Disney people were like, yeah, we should kill conservatives.
Again,
right?
there's
and
this
he's
crazy
left,
thing,
and he's
but there's
left.
this crazy thing of left and right
He's real
being
left.
different.
Yeah.
Left
But
and right.
he's-
Gino,
but he's a
Gino,
human.
Gino wasn't left. Gino was right.
No, I know, but here, listen to what I'm saying. He's left, and he didn't like how the Disney executives were threatening basically people on the right.
They just Disney wants vanilla. They want people who don't give a shit.
Did you hear what I said? He didn't like what the people that were on his political side were tweeting for the
Because
companies.
he's classically liberal or whatever.
Because he's actually liberal, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, "Hey man, I don't want to work for a company that's saying that we should kill anybody of any party, right?"
What I was getting
you're
at,
an artist,
And then they threw more money at him. And then he said this. He's like, "All right, I'll do second season, but if any more bullshit comes out like this, I'm fucking gone." And they fire her. And then literally, it was like a month later, he's gone, right? Are you looking it up, David?
No,
he
is he
quit,
gone?
right?
Yep, I'm looking it up.
He
I'm
quit,
looking it up.
right?
but all I'm saying is we're forgetting, like, so Disney is canceling people for their political opinions, and we're forgetting that, like, Walt Disney himself was like
He was a
fucking
fucking
a
Nazi.
hardcore anti-Semite.
Yeah, he was a Nazi supporter.
No, we're forgetting
a
this. We're just
Nazi
painting this picture of Walt Disney.
sympathizer.
We're painting this picture of Walt Disney like he's this great fucking dude. So you know, like his classic symbol like this. You know what that is? They were editing out. He used to or thumbs up. Like there's a classic symbol of him. All the pictures of him are like it's because they edit out him chain smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
Picture of him smoking a cigarette. But yo, Walt Disney was not a good fucking dude, bro.
No.
So now Disney is just like canceling
Seldom
people.
few multi-millionaires are. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
don't get
So how are people canceling people in the name of Disney on
frenzy.
like?
it's
center
recreational
of-
outrage and a frenzy of it. It's
So-
crazy. Here's the thing, though. I see people from our own little community that are like supporting all this censorship, and it bothers me because if you're an artist at all, you better watch out, man, because that shit will eventually come to bite you in the ass.
I don't know.
And also,
I'm
I
waiting
want
for the
all
I'm waiting for the
people to say
minute
their shit.
that Spread the Dub gets fucking hashtag Me Too canceled. You know what I mean? Like
Dude,
You won't because you got
something
Hunter.
about fucking loose women and
You
fucking.
won't, no, you won't
bitches.
because you got Hunter, and he's like the darling of the local SJW scene. You have a Hunter shield. You're good for right now.
No, we don't have a Hunter shield.
Yeah, man. He's the darling of the local SJW movement. I want to ask you a hockey question, Kevin. Yo,
All right.
Wait. Before you do that.
Sorry,
before you
yeah,
do that, he did quit, but he came back.
he just came
Yeah.
back. See,
Because they
every
threw him
time,
more money.
every time he tries to quit, they're like, "Here's just more money,"
Disney's like,
But-
yeah.
and he always
Hey, let's
says,
be honest, like,
and he always says, "All right, but
all of
if
us
you
would
do
do the
one
same
more
damn
thing,
thing.
if you do
if
one more
they
thing,
threw at us, if we were a star of a show,
oh yeah,
and Disney
oh yeah,
was like, "Hey, for you, here's this much money for you to shut the fuck up about your beliefs."
again, yeah,
Like,
again.
hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can be bought and
Listen,
sold.
I mean,
Yo, I
have
got a
been
kid.
bought and
I mean,
sold.
after-
I have been bought and sold for way less than whatever Disney's throwing at Pedro
Listen,
Pascal. All right?
listen, I would do
So,
it.
yeah.
I mean, he's already got good fuck you money. I mean, and now he did it for one season where he didn't like it. Now he did it for a second season, tried to quit. They threw more money. If I were him, I would do it up to season 4, and then I would have so much money that I'd be like, no, I can't do it.
Yeah, I'm
because
out.
like,
I'm
I
out.
mean, if you have
Yeah,
4 years of Disney basically like doubling down on you, Disney money, where they're just like,
Well,
you don't
that's not really
don't have
necessarily the
beliefs.
issue.
You
Let's
don't
say
have
it's-
beliefs.
Necessarily the issue.
You don't have beliefs.
The issue is that most recently, the fans tweeted, "We love Pedro Pascal," and a hashtag
Right.
on Twitter,
Hmm.
and it took him by surprise.
No, he didn't
So
think
he's-
that the same people that supported getting Gina Carano taken off also liked him.
I guess not,
I
but
don't know.
he responded with the hashtag "I love you more,"
Okay.
and but apparently he's still going in for season 3 as well.
Well, I mean, good on him for money. So
I've loved watching all the Star Wars meme pages turn into war zones over the last couple
yeah.
weeks.
Those are
That's been really
hilarious.
fun.
Madness, dude. Drew. Madness.
but Kevin, so yo, check this out. So you know how
Alright.
they redid the divisions for hockey
Yeah.
this year?
Yeah.
Tell me this: how come the East Division, or no, it's like the North Division? Let me just rephrase this: the top 8 of the top 10 teams in the entire NHL used to be in the Atlantic Division.
Yeah.
You tell me that.
Okay.
You tell me that shit, dude.
Well,
What
I'll
the?
tell you that right now because that Atlantic
Because
division,
we're the
before they
fucking
redid it,
hardest
that
division.
Atlantic division was a killer, right?
Yeah, dude. It's
Now,
Bruins, Lightning,
Like,
Maple Leafs, Panthers, Canadians,
right now,
and then like And the fucking
Mike, the fact that Toronto is top of the Canadian division
is not surprising. It's not
they were in
surprising
the
at all.
Atlantic division before,
I
though.
know, yeah, I know,
So
dude.
they would not be at the top. Like,
Dude, everybody talks about the Canadian division, and I'm like, I'm really not surprised that Toronto is just destroying
Canadian division is
everybody.
boring if you
Dude,
ask me, really.
The Canadian division, everybody sucks.
Calgary's
except
trash.
for
Vancouver,
everybody.
you knew there was going to be a fall off on Vancouver.
Everybody sucks except for the Maple Leafs, and the Maple Leafs are like a second round playoff team, maybe. You know,
Hey, the second the Maple Leafs have to see Boston in a playoff
it's
thing,
done. It's done.
they're
No,
done.
dude. The second the Maple Leafs have to see anybody from the Central Division or the East Division or even like the Knights from the West Division. That's it.
Every time you
All
say
of
Maple
those
Leaf,
people
I
are
think
too.
of-
Anybody, Mike, what you mean is anybody that can play defense.
Yeah, no, pretty much. I mean, like, dude, literally
So we're looking at the
everybody.
defense.
So this is what I don't understand. Everybody's saying the Maple Leafs are the best team this year, right, on all the power rankings. And then I think back to last year when they had trouble against the Panthers all year, right? That's
Oh,
our
yeah.
fucking team. And everybody shits on the Panthers. I'm like, so
Oh.
you're telling me that now this team that had no changes, in fact, they lost people, and they're in the weakest division that has ever existed in hockey, right? And they're killing it. You're telling me they're number one, and the Panthers, you're putting them at like 9th place, and they're second in the entire NHL for an
Nah.
entire month?
Here's,
And I'm like,
here's what's going to happen. Here's straight up what's going to happen, right?
yeah,
Second it gets to playoffs, and you have to play. So the fact
a
that you
real
don't-
team
the fact that they're going to play a team they've never played against,
for the
all
year.
season long.
Yeah, yeah. A
and they
real
have
team.
tape on them. They have lots of tape on them.
Yeah, and they only do the same thing.
Somebody
Austin
is in
Matthews.
for a rude ass awakening when it gets to playoffs, and you know how playoff hockey is.
Yeah, it's
It-
fucking
That
brutal.
run and gun, goosey shit, no defense, no back kicking,
Yeah, yeah.
that ain't gonna fly.
Dude.
Second you get to playoff hockey, it's gonna be
No,
a
they're
whole.
just gonna-
And this is
they're-
I'll double down on the Panthers for this because we play that game.
Yeah,
We
dude.
play a fucking.
Dude, the two Gudis and Verhage now, dude. Have you seen how
Yeah.
we hit? Dude, I can
And,
feel it
hey,
in my teeth
Patrick
when they hit
Hornquist,
somebody.
that was the best trade.
Yes,
Dumping
yeah.
Matheson's fucking contract and getting Patrick Hornquist.
Dude, I didn't know who they were gonna get when they dumped Matheson. I was honestly kind of mad. And then when I saw he was
I
coming
didn't
from the
care.
Penguins,
I
I
didn't
was
care.
like, okay.
That dumping that contract and that guy, I was all in on that guy because I saw the same thing you saw. The
Yeah.
pure talent. He can fly. He can skate.
Yeah.
You know, but he just has
Yeah.
supreme mental lapses
I
where
guess.
you're like, okay, we gave
Dude,
him
His
3-4
point,
years.
dude, his shot from the point is like unblockable. That's why,
Oh,
because
yeah,
like,
and then also Gudis gave us when we should have never got rid of who was what's the defenseman's name? We gave him to Vancouver.
oh yeah, Yevgeny Dadonov.
No, Dadonov we gave him to Montreal or Ottawa.
Ottawa, eh?
Started with a G, whatever. It was another
yeah.
defenseman. He was the only guy that he was slow-footed. He didn't fit the
The
analytics.
scheme.
Right?
Yeah, he didn't fit the scheme of the
But
team.
he would-
yeah.
He would lay body. He would fight people.
But now
Our
Gudis,
biggest-
dude, no, Gudis hits harder than
Yeah.
anybody we've had
Right.
ever. It's
So what we
great.
did? Remember when we fired Gallant and put him in a fucking cab
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
let
yeah.
That Tom Rowe take over, and we went
Yeah.
straight to analytics, and then it was all about puck possession and like,
Mhm.
yo, you're not doing eye tests. Like a team on paper, puck possession, that'll all work out great.
Did you catch
Numbers
any of
wise, you
tonight's
have the
game?
best numbers, but that don't win you hockey games, man. You need it. You need it.
I was
You need
watching.
somebody-
I was watching like
you
the
need to be
NHL
looking
version
for
of
the net.
Sports Center today, and somebody
Yeah.
was trying to like the guy had his like top 10 teams or his top 9 teams, and the Panthers were like at the bottom, and somebody was like, "Oh, you don't," and you put the Nashville Predators. You don't think that they're up there? And he was like, and he was like, "Wait a minute." He's like, "Listen, I'm just putting it in playoff perspective." He's like, "You really think that the Predators could take the Panthers in like a 7-game series?" And the guy was like,
Nope.
"I think they'll beat the Panthers tonight." They lost to them 5-4 tonight. I mean, like, the Panthers. One thing I don't like about the Panthers, they'll get a huge lead, but they'll let people catch up.
Yeah.
And Bob
They
Roski
play-
is not worth his $10 million a year right now.
80s, Ottawa, Edmonton Oilers, Gretzky.
Yeah,
all that.
Gretzky Oilers. Yeah.
Their whole thing was there was no defense, right?
hmm
They would it would be the
No,
games would be 6-5.
it's
And
it's
their
different.
whole thing
It's,
was
no,
we
it's,
got
it's
we
a
got
different.
Gretz, we got Yari Curry.
No,
we got
I
Paul
disagree.
Coffey, we
I
got Mess.
disagree. I disagree. The Panthers play hard defense when
Right.
they're behind, and also even when they're running up the score. Then they just they're like, "Hey, we're winning." It's cool. Oh no, they got the puck. Oh, they scored. It's
you watched
fine.
all last year,
They can
right?
score one.
Mike,
Yes,
you watched all last
yes,
year, right?
I
We
did.
had one of the best
Unfortunately.
offensive. We had one of the best
Probably.
offensive.
Yeah, it was the Lightning.
put
That
up
was
numbers.
the Panthers. Yeah,
We couldn't keep the
that
puck
was
out
it.
of our own net. Bobrovsky was garbage. Our defense was fucking garbage.
You should honestly put Grieger up there.
It would get
All right.
into shootouts.
Their
So
their
it
eyes
would
are
be-
glazing
it would
over.
come down
Their
it would
eyes are
come down
glazing
to-
over.
how much you could
I'm
score.
okay, but we've done that to David twice.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
shit, my bad. I'll talk to you about hockey all the fucking day.
Yeah, no, I know. Same. That's
I
yeah.
know
You gotta
will.
stop.
I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Sorry.
That's
Yeah.
got to be a separate episode.
That should be another show
We should.
where we just talk
Kevin
hockey.
should be the one
Yeah.
that starts our sports show with us.
Yeah.
I don't do sports ball.
As long as sports
Sports
is only,
ball.
as long as it's only hockey.
Hey, I can do esports and like pro Magic Tour stuff, except for. Listen,
And I can do the
have I told you how like David, you know how like I'm the most intimidating person that's like ever been to a Magic tournament?
No.
Me?
No, clearly, I'm the most intimidating.
I mean,
person.
together, and when we hang out together, people don't say
Oh, yeah.
anything to us, which is one of
At
my
all.
favorite things
Ever.
about going to a Magic tournament with you.
Ever.
So
These guys
Like-
are walking in a Magic tournament. It's like put chest puff.
no,
out,
but
like,
we're not. No. The thing is, we're not. We're
What you got in your
not.
dick, bitch?
We
Is
don't
that
at
your
all.
fucking? Is that your fucking dick? No. I thought he said dick. What? No.
nerds.
No, but we're not. We're trying to just like be like regular, but I guess we look normal enough to where people are like, oh, well, they must be like real.
But it's like
But,
that
like-
weird reversal of roles.
But
thing,
David
right, where,
doesn't
like,
take advantage of it. He like tries to fit in more, and I'm just like, oh shit, I'm the toughest guy here. Yeah, let's fucking do this shit. like there was a
See,
live stream,
thing is,
right?
You
I-
can do that though.
But I
can't.
called LSV a bitch on live stream, and he didn't say shit to me. It was the best. It was one of the best moments of my life on like live Magic TV, like cause you know I was LSV and that other dude that got the Twin and Summer Bloom banned when I had spent $10,000 foiling out both decks. I mean, I had the money to burn at the time, but still, right? And then like immediately
God.
the next big event that was in Orlando, I went there, and I just started talking shit to him when he was on stream. He's like, "Hey, what's up, buddy? What, you got a problem?" I'm like, "Yeah, you're a fucking bitch. You fucking." I was like, "You fucking turned a non-rotating format into a rotating format." And he's like, "What?" I'm like, "Say something." Nobody
He
said
was
anything
so
to me.
serious over
Nobody.
that card game.
Nobody. Let me ask you this, Andrew. If you had $10,000 worth of stuff, and some
Okay.
whiny bitch on the internet made it worth $500 in one day, would you be upset at that person?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I wanted
Yeah.
to hit him. I want to do more than call him a
That
bitch
makes sense.
and
That
tell him
makes
to
sense.
say something like Florida, fuck around and find out shit.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
literally
yeah.
like, and he was just like, I don't know what to do. There's no security at these events because we don't need security. Like, oh no, it was great. It was great,
That's hilarious.
dude. And then I was just like, that's what I thought, and I fucking walked away. And then also, that the company that was running the event, it was a sealed event. It was a Star City sealed event, David. So, you know how they open up everything for you, and magically the pro players that show up get randomly the best sealed product. Oh wow, they almost got a constructed deck. So as soon as I was done talking shit to LSV, I went right over to where the top 8 was playing, and I was like, oh look, what are you, how many pro points do you have? How many gold points? Oh, you're a gold player? Oh sweet. Oh, you're a pro? You're a pro? You're a pro? How many of you in the top 8 are pros? Star City fucking cheats. And I was just yelling. And literally the owner of Philippe, the owner of PPG was standing right by me, and all of his boys, and they just scattered. And they're like, we don't know him. And I was like, my name's Mike Novolozzo. My SCG number is, and I just start yelling it. I was like, fuck you guys. I just went off. It was my last time at a Magic event. It was great. I loved it.
So let me explain to you all.
Oh.
When it comes to these big events like this, what the judges do is they open the product. So like each person, I believe, gets 6 packs.
But they know who they're giving the product to.
And they open it up and they pre-register the pools.
I
for
know.
everybody, so that we already know what's in there. But they're supposed to hand them out randomly. I don't know.
Supposed to.
if
I
they do
know
if they don't.
you do it. I know you hand it out randomly because you have fucking integrity and are a real fucking man, right? But I know these like fucking fangirl judges or fanboy judges that fucking see fucking these fucking big names. Oh shit, this motherfucker. Oh, he fucking won the Pro Tour last year. I better make sure that he gets, for some reason, all like. There's no way that you pick 5 random packs and all 5 packs have $100 card in them. And I saw one of those motherfuckers had like the fucking master. He had 5 masterpiece picks, and I was like, nope. I was like, nope.
There's no possible way.
I was like, no, that is not real.
You're lucky if you get one,
One,
masterpiece
not
in a box.
5. He basically spent what $50 to get into the event and made $500 if he just sold those 5 cards. And I was like, that shit's not fucking real. And you know the thing that pisses me off is like people will say this shit that aren't as fucking outspoken or like a social pariah of the Magic community like me. And like people will be like, I don't know, but as soon as I say something like this, they're like, oh fuck you kid, get good. I'm like, I beat all of you. You all suck. Like I don't understand what the fuck, like how I'm invalid because I don't subscribe to your SJW bullshit all the time. Like, and I don't even fucking care about any of that shit. I just want things to be fair, you know? Like, and that's what I don't like about the Magic community. Like the Magic cards that I have as my profile now are all the racist cards, and I understand they were made by a racist, but like the text isn't racist.
There's racist Magic the Gathering cards.
You know, they ban cards for artwork because what David knows. You know, David's an actual like official judge for Magic. He knows the specifics better than I. But I think it's dumb because like there's racist people and like you can't at a certain point in our history you can't get around it like penetrating.
But doesn't black and white in Magic reference the color of the suit of cards or whatever?
Yes. So the one thing, my main profile picture, I can actually understand why they would ban it. I still am against it, right? Because it's literally like Klansmen on a card, right? I mean, they're black Klansmen, but still. Like, but
the name of the card is Invoke Prejudice.
And it's Klansmen on the card.
Boy, does it really
invoke prejudice. Yeah, okay, so like that's a little cringy. But the rest of them, right, David, are like...
Yeah, those of them are like kind of stretching. And
like, come on. It's only because like literally the text says like all black creatures get this or all white creatures get this. And I'm like, there's cards like that now, right? But they're old. But they're old. They're getting banned because they're older.
Mike, speaking of racism, I don't know if you know about this, but there was an incident recently within the judge community in which...
I like your mug, Andrew. That was a good episode. That was a good episode, too.
In which they did a secret lair for Teferi and his clan or whatever.
Oh yeah.
But it was centered around like love and such, whatnot, and nurturing and being and things of that nature. So there was one called Fling, where he was throwing up his child, and the judge community, somebody in the judge community, rebacked the card into an old Fling with a different text.
Yeah.
That was definitely make you look at it and say, what was your motivation behind doing that?
It's just funny because, like,
and it got really bad and really big and really bad for a
But
while.
it's Fling. Like, how could I could understand? Like, Fling is like the old card where you throw your creature, do damage to its whatever. Yeah, power, right? Right.
No, you put the card. It put the image on Fling, and it wasn't on Fling to begin with.
Yeah.
Right. So, but the way it was backed on that, and I'm intentionally not trying to bring this up because who knows, but the way it was put on there, it was really questionable. It got out of hand and people like really blew it up. And it called into question a lot of things about some people in the judge community who were quite not. Well, let's put it away. They would say some racist things, and one of the past judges called Ricky. He was a Japanese judge.
Oh, so he was racist.
All the things, yeah. He recounted all the racism that he had come across.
Oh, wait.
And, huh?
Oh.
What do you mean?
No, but he's racist.
No. Ricky?
Yeah, he's Japanese.
No. Yeah, he's Japanese.
Yeah, so he's very racist.
Japanese American dude. So,
Yeah,
like,
no. So he's extra racist.
I don't know the man personally.
He's Japanese,
But,
right? Wait, no, he's Japanese, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
he's
but he recounted all the things that he had to do with at GPs that were
he's
racist.
racist.
And I recounted a few things that I had to do with personally
Okay.
that were low key racist.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I see you, and it was some other judge. I'm like, I
Mhm.
see you, but I'm not going to say anything. I'm gonna just keep that in the back of my mind. So it brought to light a lot of things said by other judges within the community that were definitely questionable at the very least,
Yeah.
and poor judgment, and caused a lot of internal reflection. And
So
it's still kind of ongoing, but I can't. There's no real. I should say there's no real conclusion to it yet. But
Listen.
it's something that came up recently.
the only judges that I've trusted have been surprisingly from our South Florida community, because I know the one kid, I forgot his name, and I think his last name's Rossi or something. He's not a judge anymore. He hates me. Like, he really genuinely, like, he was like, if I knew I could, like, beat you in a fight, I would fight you. He said those words. I'm like, that's cool, man. We don't have to talk. Anyway, and he's very calm. He's a very
That's a
calm,
hilarious
person.
text to get.
He's a very
Fucking-
no. Like, it was in
If
person.
I could beat you in a fight.
No,
I
it
would
was in
fight
person.
you.
It was in person.
Like, said
It
to
was
you
because
in
I called the one girl a cunt in real life. So then he said those words. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
I think she's a judge or not a judge. I don't know, whatever. Well, anyway. So that guy hates me, and he was watching me play like a Pro Tour qualifier, right? And he was just like, he's like, you can't not skip this phase and win. And I was like, what? And he's like, it does not say you may do this. It says you do this every turn. And if you do this, you win. And you've skipped that 3 times. And my opponent was like, yeah, man, yeah, we've just been playing, and I thought you knew. And I was like, oh, well, I do the thing and I win. He's like, okay. And then he was just like, yeah, whatever, and like leaves. But like he intervened. Like, he was like, no, like this is like illegal what's going on, like, in this game, right? Like, I don't like you. I hate you. But like, I still have to tell you, like, that you're winning. You know what I mean? So like, don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me, assholes. No.
We got our own thing going on over here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a whole other situation.
But no. So like, I trust them more
It's
than like
stoned non-linguistic
than
language.
the judges. Like, when I go to Orlando and I just have to physically scare them to like to get my point across. You know.
That's the same sentiment a lot of the players down here have, and I have to wonder what's going on. But
Other places, right?
yeah, but I'm not. You know me, I try to keep it down here
Yeah.
and just keep it myself, because I can't be bothered with some people.
Like
Because
when
I'll say things that aren't very nice.
I know.
Because I'm
That's
saying
why
what
we're
I'm
friends.
thinking.
That's why
Yeah, I
we're
know.
friends.
I'm saying what I'm thinking, and it's not always a very nice thing what I'm thinking. So
I just
That's a
remember
little.
when
that's a
Ian
good
threatened that
segue
guy in the
into
judge's
bringing-
life.
That's a decent segue into bringing everybody into the conversation. It's
sorry,
hard
yes.
when you have these little communities like the magic community or like the music community, where you have these tons of interpersonal relationships, and you have to like kind of know how to deal with each individual, and then as like maintain yourself with everybody as a whole, like, and still kind of like weave your way through. Like, some of us weave our way through like a scalpel, some of us weave our way through like a hammer or a machete. Like, and
What
it's all
object
relative.
versus precision object?
It's
A
all,
hammer
it's very
a
interesting.
shotgun can be a precision instrument if you're good enough with it. That's all I'm
Sure.
saying.
Only a certain range, my man. Only a certain range.
And depending on what type of load you got, do you got buckshot in there? What do you got?
What are you blasting, man?
Yeah. We talking slugs or what?
Yeah. The
Mike,
hard slugs.
Mike
the
has
hard
fucking
slugs.
rock. No, Mike has rock salt.
Yeah, rock salt. Yeah,
Mike just wants to sting people.
as hard as I can.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got 2 loads of rock salt followed by 2 loads of fucking Is that Kill Bill?
Yeah. Bird. Yeah. It's a rock salt, and then bird shot. So then it gets in there and it stings. Yeah, that's what I'm carrying.
Well, I don't know what the fuck you guys are talking about magic cards because I've never played Magic in my life.
No, we weren't even really talking about the cards. I was talking about like the people, like.
Yeah, so you started with that really cool
Right.
story. Him
They're
fucking, you know,
well, like they're like fucking, like
Pumping up, you
they're
know? I
all
like that
fucking.
shit.
I don't know, and I think it's like that way, like what Andrew was talking about with like all the little groups is like,
Well,
Yeah.
like there's
All little
especially
cliques have
equate
weird
to-
dudes.
again, we were talking about hockey, right? And
yeah,
so one of my childhood best friends.
You were talking about hockey.
Yeah, no, but the best I can equate it to what he was
Let's
talking
talk about music,
Wasn't
man.
about
Let's talk about
It
music.
wasn't about the card.
That, and
whatever.
we're all going to talk about music, right?
I'll just say, Mac just met him. I brought him. I call him my little brother. He's one of my best friends. I grew up with him. As a black kid, he came down and we played pickup hockey on the streets. That motherfucker played professional hockey. He took it. You would think, given connotation to it, it's a white like.
It's a white-driven sport.
How many black dudes?
there's 4 right now.
How
4
many
all black.
dudes play hockey?
The's 4
And
all
in the
black
history of the-
guys in the NHL right now, just right now.
Right, and in the history
And one
of
of
the
them's
game,
on the Panthers.
and he's really good. But you know what I mean? Like,
7 teams in 7 years.
like,
7 teams in 7 years.
Like, yeah, it's a
so
He's got a
white-driven
bad
you
attitude.
pick up Magic cards or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
the second you assign like a race, like, oh, hockey's a white man's game. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
No.
It's a sport.
The reason
It's a
why
human game.
more black people play football and basketball and baseball is because it's
Hockey's
cheaper
fucking
and it's readily available. Basketball,
I
you
can't
need
afford
sneakers
hockey.
and the hoops there. Hockey, you need
I mean, like,
ice. You need
I think what
Well,
you're.
that's why a bunch of motherfuckers from like Vancouver and
Yeah.
Ottawa play because it's just icy as shit all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Just go
Or
Not
like
only
Russia,
that,
or like Russia,
you need to come
Minnesota.
home and you need to come home
Yeah.
and family with money because, like, if you start playing at 12, you buy gear and you outgrow that shit at 12.
Yeah.
You outgrow sneakers like in a week.
Yeah.
You outgrow hockey equipment.
In like a year.
Very
Yeah. But it's
So-
also like $400 when you're like 12.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
To not be
you
like
know,
a professional, to maybe be a professional sometime in like, in like 20 years, no, in like 10 years, in like 10 years
Well, that
maybe.
was why I boxed as a kid because you
Yeah.
could just show up to a gym
Start
and,
the gym.
and
Yeah.
if you were down to scrap, they
in
would
high school football, they
give you what you
gave you
needed.
pads, they gave you jerseys.
Yeah.
I
It-
played hockey. I played roller hockey for a majority of my time because ice
It's
is
cheap,
fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like, you have your local ice rink. There's probably 2 sheets of ice. One of
Hockey's
those,
probably one of the more expensive sports, right? Because you need so much fucking gear. Like,
Well, and you
gear
need to pay
and-
for ice
and
time, and you need to pay
not
for
just gear,
re-icing.
puppy, access to the ice.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, like, so I grew up. My local
Ice
ice
time
rink
is
had
really
2 sheets of ice.
expensive.
One was for hockey and figure skaters, and the other one
It's free
was
skate.
for open skate
Yeah.
because they can't turn down that money for open skate.
Yeah.
They're making money on open skate. They'd be losing money to give that to you to play hockey, right? So you got 1 sheet of ice that was for both the figure skaters and the ice hockey players, and the figure skaters tore that shit up. There's big divots, big
Yeah.
chunks.
Dude, when
So
they
big, it didn't fit in, and you got to play over that. And it's just the money that it costs to just
resurface, you have to pay every time you, like, if you pay for ice time, and you want to have them use the Zamboni and resurface it, and like chill the ice again for you, you have to pay for that. You have to pay extra for
exorbitant
that.
amounts of money.
Yeah.
So-
and that's just, whereas you could just like go buy a
Even in Canada-
basketball from
Even
Target.
in Canada,
Yeah,
where
yeah.
like that's a national
That's
sport.
frozen. Well, I'm just
it's
saying, like,
priced itself out of every the common man.
okay,
The sport
Right.
has priced itself out of the common man.
and what I'm
well, no,
saying is,
basketball is a great example.
Yeah,
Millennials
you could
brought
buy
up.
10
a basketball
$10
or
bucks.
a soccer ball.
Yeah.
well,
and
that
you can buy a
need to
soccer
have
ball.
A basketball. You
Yeah.
need to have a basketball per 22 kids.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Like,
But
you can
you
have
at
a
least
bunch
have
of
a
people.
street. You at least have
Well,
in basketball.
soccer.
You at least have, every high school has a basketball court.
Yeah.
Every middle school, you at least, and you can
Or
go
even
there.
with soccer,
play
there,
your
you could just
ball,
go out to a
play
field.
football, and you can learn.
yeah,
And you can
yeah,
play this
exactly.
sport.
Soccer,
Yeah.
same thing. Where it's like we just need one
Yeah.
ball and
Yeah.
Soccer
14
is
guys, and we're having
the
it
biggest
out.
sport in the world, right?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
the
And all these
easiest.
fucking- all
You
these
just need a
Hispanic
ball, and you
Right,
need
Super accessible.
ball. you've seen dudes playing on a dirt field.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why
I've
it's
seen
that's
dudes
why
in
it's
the
the most
favelas
accessible.
playing with like a racquetball, playing soccer
Exactly.
with a
Yeah.
racquetball.
Baseball in Cuba, Puppy, you're
Yeah.
Cuban.
Baseball.
Make a mitt out of a milk carton.
Well, Cuba has the 3 B's: boxing, ballet, and baseball. Those are the 3 like biggest,
Yeah, but
biggest physical.
boxing and ballet, government
all
funded.
government, all of
Hey,
it.
remember
Yeah,
when
absolutely.
who's the big meathead UFC guy? He's cut now. He's in Bellator.
Who was it? Hector Lombard?
No, the old guy,
Joel?
right?
Did the Joe Rogan where Joe
Yoel Romero.
Yeah.
Joel.
I love you.
And
I
he-
love.
like,
I
hey,
love you, Jesus.
I love you.
Yeah.
You, remember how he broke it down? He was part of the Cuban system.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
eat like
You don't eat
better
unless you
dudes
win.
better. Better
The
dude
better
eats better.
the higher ranking you are, the better your accommodations. Period.
Yep.
That's communism in general.
Well, Cubans, baseball is very important.
Test my mic.
Boxing, wrestling. Boxing and wrestling are like government funded because those are Olympic sports.
Judo as well. Anything in the
Judo,
Olympic
yeah.
complex.
Test.
Hey, you have hitters in boxing and wrestling coming from Cuba. They have athletes.
Absolutely.
Imagine if they had access to other
Hockey.
sports.
Oh yeah.
Hockey.
Oh yeah.
That's why Japan's real good at hockey. Japan's real
When you
good at
see a lot of
hockey.
these kids coming out of poverty too, Cubans are interesting people just because we're like the biggest Latin Americans as well. I think we have a
No, yeah,
weird.
I watched that shit on like how Cubans like all those perfect example, all those classic cars.
Yeah.
The parts because of the embargo and shit, they couldn't get shit from America. They had
They
to,
just fabricate their own shit a lot of the time.
Yeah. Because it's easy to fabricate that instead of other stuff. Yeah.
and they keep mad classic cars rolling on the street. Like that's a big
Yeah.
thing in Cuba. Classic.
We've
classic.
actually got a podcast coming out with a dude from the music scene talking about who was born in Cuba, talking about the
Oh yeah, that's
differences
right. Yeah.
that he experienced. That's something that'll be out eventually on the channel.
Yeah.
Whenever I.
But yeah, because that's that's
Yeah.
that's right. That's next door to us all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's down the street. And
Fine,
for me, that's
fine.
a part of my
Yeah.
family history.
But yeah, so all these groups in our like local scenes, they've got like their main group, you know, their
Well, it's
clique.
so interesting how many people get like absorbed into weird dramas in any kind of social group like
Yeah.
that, where something can become a snowball and everybody
Like our
all
friend.
of a sudden is in it.
Like
Yeah,
our
it
friend.
happens all the time.
Our
Which
friend
friend?
that's blocked me twice.
Who, Hunter?
We won't say his name.
Your guitar
Yeah,
player.
I said it, Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter. Yeah,
Oh.
your Hunter Shield. Yeah, he'll be friends with me in real life, but not on Facebook.
Well, you know,
Different.
we know a few
Hey,
people
well,
who feel
it
that way
depends
about you,
who are
Mike.
Yeah, I
on
know.
Facebook.
But the other person that
I
is
love
like
it.
that.
Listen, I love it. I remember how we first bonded.
Yes,
Like, I didn't even know who.
yes.
'cause
You're like my Hunter.
Your
Yeah.
avatar has always been not your face,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
It's
So
been
then
my-
we're in the alley, in the alley of prop.
yeah, yeah,
bonding.
yeah. I remember.
I remember when it clicked when you realized who I was and I realized who you
Yeah,
were.
yeah.
And then we're like, oh, did we just become best friends?
It was a great night. It
And
was
then
a great night.
great
Yeah.
story about Andrew, right? Andrew, last time we went to New Orleans, right?
Oh yeah, man. New Orleans was fun.
We get there a day before him. He shows up, takes like a handful of shroomies, and does as Andrew does. He wanders,
Yes.
but he left.
Oh,
he
that's
left
right,
his
yeah.
car. And then I don't know if you guys know New Orleans. Like,
Oh yeah, I know what New
one
Orleans
block over,
is
you
like.
end up in a neighborhood you don't want to end up in.
Mhm.
Andrew ends up like 8 blocks into a neighborhood he doesn't want to end up in, and realizes his phone is dead. And then he sparks up a doober. Somebody pops out of the bushes on him, and I just remember, we met up at the faux spot,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you're like, hey, if you see on the news some homeless man died, it's because
I kicked that guy so
Like,
hard.
he's like, I didn't know where I was. I lit up I sparked one. Dude popped out of the bushes like, hey, white boy, give me that shit. And Andrew just on instinct like kicked him. And
I
he's
front
like,
kicked the dude
it sounded
so
like a
hard
wet
in the chest.
topic. And he just ran until somebody found him and gave him an Uber back to him. So he told us at the phone shop, he's like, hey, if on the news you see like some homeless died in like the 9th Ward, you don't know nothing.
You
I
don't know
didn't tell
nothing.
you shit.
Like Charlie
Andrew
Bird
just on instinct just
And then
kicked him in the
I
chest.
kicked him so fucking hard. I don't think he died, but he definitely made a lot of noise.
Cut
He's
to-
not the same. I promise you today he's
cut
not
to
the
a-
same.
cut to a
That
couple years later when we've got like a couple million people. Cut to a couple years later when we have like millions of subscribers.
And I went on
Listen.
I went on a spiritual journey.
Look,
Into the wrong,
listen.
deep into the wrong neighborhood in New Orleans.
Listen. Cut to a couple years later when we've got like Joe Rogan type subscribers, and that guy's like, that's me. He kicked me in the chest. They're like, Your Honor, I'd like to show podcast season 2, episode 3.1, where they're admitting to the crime, and these people and these guys are witnesses. Like,
I'd like to point out this was an act of self-defense.
Yes. There you go. Yes. Put it in the log.
Yes, put this into the record. If you pop out on somebody and you get in the test, that's kind of on you, I feel like.
Yep.
That should... And I didn't shoot him. How about that?
Yeah, you didn't shoot. Yes. All right. No. Next thing. So let's go, David. So do you want to do some drugs with us when they're in town? When
Good
So yeah,
next good second.
I'll learn
we're planning on another co-taping episode.
You want to kick some Lake Worth homelesses when Andrew comes
Also,
to town?
For any of you guys that would
New
want
Orleans
to join
homeless
us,
dudes. Lake Worth homeless dudes are different.
Yeah, no, they're built different.
Lake Worth
They
homeless
were just
are
like,
more
Lake
resilient.
Worth homeless dude would
Way
have
more
got back
resilient.
up.
No. You did not
It's like
kick
fighting
me.
a Terminator in Lake Worth.
It sounded like a wet balloon. Like a pop. He's like, if you see it on the news tomorrow, like some dead guy, like an MIA case, I might.
But we should do some. Have you ever seen?
Too, like we're eating pho. He's like, I
Have
want to
you,
kill the man. Andrew's like, I
Andrew.
want to kill the man. I don't know.
Stop, Andrew. Did you ever watch that show that I told you to watch? The Action Bronson gets high with his friends and watches ancient aliens.
I think so. Yes.
So,
Is
I
the one you
think-
just recently sent me?
No.
Oh, okay.
Talking about when he just gets stoned as shit and watches ancient aliens.
with his friends, yeah, on a big green screen
I think
set.
I think you showed me that one like a while ago.
I think we should get this group together at at your studio and
4010.
do that with David. We take acid and watch Ancient Aliens
it.
together
I'm
in
in,
the
or
studio.
something.
Something.
Yeah, I like it.
Alien.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or some conspiracy theory
Something
show.
good.
Yeah.
Something fun.
Hey, let's watch QAnon videos.
Oh
Yes.
Jesus. I know a couple people we can call up that could just give us a QAnon lecture in person. Really fucking.
I saw one
Yo.
like for the first time ever. I went out in the wild. I saw a
Mike,
Ford
no, look at Mike. Look at Mike's
Big-
face.
with a big Q in the back.
We could.
I've got a very good
First time
friend
I seen the
who's also
QAnon
on the
out in
show
the wild.
who is a QAnon guy.
We could do this, all right? Because I know this person doesn't watch the show, but we could get fucked up, right, on whatever drug, right,
Okay.
at the studio, right, and have this person give us like a QAnon lecture. You know who I'm talking about, Andrew. We were gonna have them on the show, but we decided against it, and just film that.
Listen, we can have a couple. There's a couple people we can pull in
Are they
for
gonna,
that.
Mike, are they gonna
role.
be there in person? Can I berate them in person?
I mean,
You can talk. I mean, you can debate them if you want. I guess.
No.
I wouldn't say berate.
it's a woman.
beyond-
I don't think you.
I don't debate QAnons.
Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable berating a woman? I mean, like, I don't know.
Yep. I definitely feel comfortable with that.
Yeah,
be careful,
exactly.
man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you wouldn't want to berate her, right? But like, you wouldn't want to but you would still say stuff. But then like, you wouldn't want her to stop because you'd be fucked
I would
up.
have a lot of questions.
You
I would
know?
have a lot of
Well,
questions,
is she one of the ones that runs around that wants equal treatment?
No, she's actually very conservative.
All right.
She's very conservative. It's a good idea to have me there.
Yeah, it's fine.
I like all the bases
Good,
covered.
dude.
It's fine.
That's
It's great. It would be great. Because like, I
okay.
mean, she's very conservative, but she like doesn't care. Like, she's more. It's dumb. It's dumb. I can't. We
whatever.
won't talk about it on the air. Maybe afterwards. Hey.
Yeah.
There's
But
a-
no, listen. So, no, I like the idea of us all getting together and either like getting banged up and eating and chilling and watching something.
Yeah.
Andrew, can't we? I have a great idea for a spread the dub, chefed up, hangover remedy
I
episode.
would love that. I would love that. That'd be super fun.
It's just got a chicken. It's got a,
Fucking smoky chicken, man.
it
There's
got
a whole chicken.
A
got
whole
a chicken.
It's only me and fucking Mac.
Speaking of smoking stuff, Kevin, you got a Traeger? You said right?
No, I don't.
You don't?
So this is the whole reason Mac
I
did
know.
this tonight.
I know.
Because Hunter has a trigger.
Yeah.
Ryan, our drummer, has a trigger. Shane Hole has a trigger. So Mac called them all out yesterday. You have a trigger too, I'm like.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
so
Also, this guy.
I don't know if you go on Mac's
Yeah, I know.
profile.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck all your trigger boys. Like,
I know.
Y'all can't fire up some coals and cook it the old school way.
I use a Vision grill, so yeah.
He's like, I'm having people over. You gotta come because I gotta put these trigger boys in their fucking place.
You know the cool thing about my Traeger is
it's nice, but it's an outside oven.
I can also put
Electric,
coals
man.
in there. I can also put coals in there.
I got another idea for a podcast. I want to get him on.
And use it like a regular grill because it is a regular grill as well. I just throw coals in the bottom and then it works just like a regular grill.
Any guys done the ISO tanks?
No, but I want to.
Isolation tank? No, I'd like to though. Yeah, I would like.
So next time you guys come down, I got the hookup. We'll all go together. We'll do a before and an after. We'll do it. It'll be a whole cast. We'll do it. We'll video us all before, and then we'll all sit for an hour in the tank, and then get out and do an after of our.
Can I
pee? Yeah, like how different our perception.
Can I pee? Is that what he said?
Yeah, can I pee in the tank?
Are you naked in the tank?
That's a big no. That's a big no, man.
How do you know? Have you asked?
Then.
Wait. How do you know? Have you asked? Have you done it?
There's got to be a rule.
Is this a peeable pool or no? Like,
Okay.
what system you're on here? All right.
What's the filtration system look like? Mac needs his own cooking show on our channel where it's just noises and you don't know what he's doing, and then he comes out of nowhere with the hey. Also, I got this smoked bird.
I got this smoked bird.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show you, gentlemen, what I've been working on. Because
I think that would
knew I
be
had to
the
bring
best
somebody
show
else up.
ever.
I can't really stay still too long. Gotta stay busy. But I wanted to show you that. Oh, it looks kind of good.
Yeah, it looks good, man.
I'm no chef, but all of it was cooked on the grill. So, you got the bird. I don't know how good this looks anymore. This is Brussels sprouts and bacon. The rest of it was, we did grilled shrimp, Old Bay shrimp, and then chilled it into shrimp cocktail. Watermelon, feta, mint, and arugula salad that we did. You can see. I'm kind of making a plate for my dog Shelly, who's not with us anymore. We'll put a big old piece of chicken on there, and Kevin and I are going to eat. So,
Shelly boy, yeah.
I think you just pitched us your show on the LSD channel.
Yeah, right.
You don't explain anything. The show just starts, it fades in, and you're just slamming things on the counter, and you hear things breaking, and you're just chopping.
Oh my god, bro!
You don't say anything for like 5 minutes, like you forgot that the camera was on, and
then eventually you're just like chicken.
You're like, I'm recording. Oh, okay. Well, then come with me.
Come with me. Video earlier, man, and I looked at myself and I'm like, "You're not like camera ready, you know?"
No, what are you talking about, dude? No, that's the best.
Dude, just, like,
have you seen
mental stuff, and all that? So, because I videotaped myself, man, that whole self-reflection.
I saw the sped up. I could tell that's why you sped it up too. You were like,
exactly.
I don't like that.
Behind this stuff. So here.
But I went to film school. That's why I know that. But like, listen. Do you know? You ever seen that guy on YouTube? It's Brad Leone on Bon Appetit.
I don't think so.
I'll send it to you. I sent it to Andrew. He is the least polished guy, and he is more popular than Gordon Ramsay on YouTube. Like literally, he puts out a video. Like I saw his video came out 4 minutes. Like it had been out for 4 minutes. Like 5 million views, and all he did was make fermented salsa. That's it. He just put tomatoes and peppers and onions in a bag. He let it sit for 4 days. He threw it in a blender and he was like, "It's good, it's good." And he's like, "I don't know much good English. I don't know, can't say French, but I like a bon appetit. You know, well, whatever." like he's super unpolished. They make fun of him in editing the whole time. And he's just like, whatever, I don't care. I get to cook on the show.
Man. It's all the guys having
Man.
fun.
That's what's up.
That's what I'm saying. I think that would be the perfect show for you, where like every video opens where you're just smashing things, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah,
I gotta write that down.
Oh yeah, I'm doing a show. And then like I said, You,
I
the,
like
the
taking
only
risks.
the only time that you say anything, except for the end when you show what you've made, is like, oh yeah, that's right. There's a show going on. Well, come on. And then like your house
love it.
is a party, right? And they're just like he's using the laptop, so it's all shaky and everything too, like it was. And then you come out there and you're just cooking, having a good. You don't say anything. You don't explain anything to anybody. And at the end,
Yeah, you just
and
start
then-
cooking.
yeah, and then and you're eating too. You're just eating, right? And then at the end,
No, but you started all the way. You started all the way at prep, like when
Yeah,
he's
all
got
the way at
everything raw
prep.
still,
Exactly,
you started
yeah.
all the way at prep.
yeah,
And let him just go.
handle.
You don't say
I
shit.
want him handling things incorrectly as well. Like
Yeah, handle-
I want
not
him.
even-
I want him to like handle
correctly,
raw
incorrectly, just
chicken,
handle him.
and then immediately touch something else that he's cooking, right?
No,
Like
just
all
let
that
him do it how
stuff.
he does it. No doctoring, nothing. Just let him go. You just let
No,
him
that's
go.
what I'm
You let him
saying.
off the chain.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
You let him
I
become
don't.
the
I'm not
werewolf.
saying that you do that. I'm just saying like,
Okay.
like
no.
if you did it, if you did something like that, like I wouldn't highlight
He's a
it. I'm
competent
just saying like,
cook. He's not gonna.
yeah.
He's not gonna do that kind of shit.
regardless, whatever.
Yeah.
Or like,
Oh no, there'll be social blunders and faux pas. It won't be in
Yeah.
the food safety
No, that's what-
issue.
that's what I'm talking about, like faux pas and shit.
I was
Yeah.
looking for a torch.
but
I
like,
had a torch, but I was doing flambe on the grill and all that stuff, and I didn't. But I can guarantee you,
yeah,
9
yeah.
times out of 10, it's going to go excellent. There's going to be a 10th time, dude. I'm a numbers guy.
No, but
I'm gonna
No,
fucking blow
that's-
my
that's
mind
what a
out.
good show is all
That's
about.
what the good
man.
show is.
You know,
Exactly.
Fucking
But
put
like,
them in there, man.
the
On
whole
my last episode of Chef'd Up, I threw up in a garbage can for like 20 more minutes.
then that is the opening of the episode in
Yeah,
black and
so
white. It's
you're
literally
gonna have all kinds.
it's literally me in the background because I'm like behind the
And
camera.
we're just not releasing
Uh-huh.
that
And,
until we have more episodes of Chef'd Up films because that can't be the only one out. That's
And,
what it goes down to.
And like the opening the opening scene is in black and white. Andrew's like he's sweaty, he's visibly sweaty, and he's holding on to a giant trash can, like it's a little person holding on to like a small trash can, and just and then you hear my voice from behind the camera. It's like, is he gonna be okay? And then he's just literally as soon as the words "is he gonna be okay" leaves my mouth, he just goes. And then I cut away to like do like the intro of the show.
We drank 2 bottles of Jameson and ate 2 sheets of weed cake.
So what
Like
I've
really incredibly powerful weed cake that I made.
what I've learned from
No, none of them space cakes, Poppy. No.
yeah what I've learned from directing that episode of Chef'd
Oh,
Up.
that's right, Kevin. You've had my space cake before, haven't you?
No, you brought it to New Orleans, and I actively chose to not eat it.
Listen, there's also a clip.
Straight up because of the reputation of the space cake itself.
Dude,
There's
Mike
also
Morrison,
a clip.
after that episode was on.
I learned early on, like Michael Morrison, one of my favorite people in the world. I made this mistake one time before. I walked out, and Michael Morrison was like,
brother.
"Don't do that," and I was like, "Well, now that's a challenge on my manhood," and I did it, and it was not good.
Yeah.
So now,
If he says don't do that,
no, don't do it.
Yeah.
don't do it.
know. Suck your pride up. Don't take it as a challenge to your manhood. Just don't
So-
fucking do it.
So Michael, I convinced to eat the cake with me, and by the end
Yeah,
of
you guys
that
sleeping
night,
that on the stage up front.
Mike slept it out. And then when I got up and was leaving, Mike was doing the thinker. He was sitting on a bench, and I was like, "Hey, you good?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm
the
good." I
show.
go, "You gonna ride?" And he
It's the
goes,
show.
"No,
You're Max.
I'm not leaving here for a while." I'm not leaving here for
Listen.
a while.
So listen, what I figured out. So why they drank so much and ate so much was it was my fault. So they would do like a scene like they'd be like, all right, so we're gonna like toast here and take a shot, and they'd be like, all right, cheers or whatever, and then somebody wouldn't raise their glass, and they would just take the shot. I'm like, another shot, do it again, and they'd like do another shot, and I'm like, that wasn't good enough, another shot, do it
We
again.
got super banged up.
Like I literally made them reshoot this one scene through one whole bottle of Jameson. It had to have been because
So I brought
then
2
there was a
sheets
second
of
bottle,
the cake.
and they were eating
I
the
brought
cake.
2 sheets of the cake, right, and a bottle of Jameson, anticipating we would drink a bottle and eat a sheet. Okay, so we drink the bottle and we eat the sheet, and at that point we're still filming. So Mike's like, "All right, so what do we have? Anything else we're gonna drink or whatever?" I think was it you or was it other Mike? Was it Mike Morrison who was
No,
like,
it was
"Fuck
Reggae.
it."
Reggae Lou brought a bottle of Jameson.
No, Mike
And
Morrison
Mike-
was the one who
and,
bought a
no,
bottle off
and
the house.
Mike. And Mike got a bottle off the house. That's why there were
Yeah.
2. The one of them. You brought.
I brought the.
Oh, that's right. So you bought the one. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah, that's how there were 2. All I know is the best sound clip from that entire episode is Reggae Lou literally a guy that parties and gets high all the time for his job, right? Literally says like, I've got it isolated for the end of the episode as the credits roll, right? And it's all wavy. No, listen.
Lose dick. Like, we didn't invent getting high and fucked up. Like, we taught everybody.
But Reggae Lou, it's
anything. Learn it from our fucking asses.
It's Reggae Lou, just like
That's not very reggae of you, bro.
it's Reggae Lou, just kind of like all hazy at the end, like literally after we do the closing scenes and everything. And he's like, maybe that 100 joint cake was a bad idea. But I like made it all wavy, like maybe that 100 joint cake was a bad idea.
Right?
It's great.
What's that?
You know Sons of a Tradesman, Andrew Alonso?
Oh yeah.
I've never heard of him. I've never heard of him. Who's that?
The show with them, right? And they threw down the gauntlet. They're like, we can drink more than spit the dub.
I mean, maybe he
It
can.
ends up me being the last one. And Mick goes home. Everybody's gone home. I'm the last one. We close down Blue Boar, 6 a.m. We end up at the drummer's house.
I need
Andrew Alonso comes over.
Chris.
Hold on.
Chris
Stop your story. Where were you guys at?
We started at Voltaire.
Jesus.
No.
Played a show together.
You closed down what place? You said?
Blue Boar.
Okay, so I'm gonna need drug tests proving that people didn't do cocaine so they could drink more. Anyway, that story is void.
I'll absolutely tell you that I did.
I never took any performance-enhancing drugs. All right.
Performing
That story- that I can. Yeah, that I can drink more than
All
your
I know is
story.
we had
is
these young
void.
bucks come in and say they could outdrink by the dub.
And they did.
No, they did not.
They did because you used
Story
cocaine to beat them.
Story was not told correctly.
Yeah, because you used cocaine to beat them. Wait.
You're on record as saying
David
Sons
has
of
a
Chase
question.
Outdrinks by the dub.
I'm saying
David
that
has
it was
a
a no.
question.
It was not
Oh
done
yeah,
correctly.
really? Let me
David-
finish the story.
no,
and then y'all make the
I have a
judgment.
question.
Wait. He's got a question.
I have a question. When did cocaine become a performance-enhancing drug?
Since it was made.
How much you drink and how much cocaine do you do? Because if you did, you would know the answer to that question.
Oh wow. Okay. Well,
You do cocaine to drink more.
Yeah. You
do
get
cocaine.
when you feel like you can't
Specifically.
take anymore, you go to the bathroom, you do
Do
2
some
bumps,
yeah.
you come back, you're like, I can drink forever.
Yeah, and then you do, until you need to go back and do some more bumps, and then you can drink forever again.
today.
But
I'm glad
these guys, they threw down the gauntlet. They're like, we can drink more than spit. I'm like, okay. We close down. I'm the last one. We close down Blue Bar. We
Yeah,
go back
I
to
know.
somebody's house. Andrew Alonso shows up. He thinks he got the deal of century, right? He's like, I got a 24-pack of Corona for like fucking $20. You know what he bought? Coronanitas, that little.
Oh, the little half cans. Oh no.
Yeah. He thought he got the deal
Oh,
of
no.
century. And then
Because he
opens it
was
up, you know,
drunk?
I'm like,
Because he was
they're
drunk.
like sippy cups. We drink all those. Sun's coming up. He's like, Foster's 2 will be open. So me, Andrew Alonso, and Chris Santiago. We go to
It
Foster's
sounds like
2.
there
we
were
bang on the
more.
door.
It sounds like there were more of them than you.
Yeah. But it doesn't matter.
Kevin was the final representative.
Yeah, but it gets worse. It gets worse. We go, we bang on the door. Foster's 2 opens up. We go in. We order round of Yinglings, round of Jamos. Andrew Alonso, who's a soldier, he takes his shot of Jameson.
My boy.
He houses it. The house mine. Santiago, their drummer, takes a shot. He gets halfway down.
Fucking backbone.
Spits it back up into a shot glass.
Fucking got it.
I lose my shit. Look at him.
This is why he needs that show, because like it could
Just
be
follow him
it
around.
could be literally literally somebody could be telling a story in the middle of a show,
backbone, man.
and you just hear him say that like pounding. He's like that fucking backbone, and then
I
he
lose my shit. I
and then
look
he
over.
just comes
I
into
see
the frame.
He spit up his shot back into his shot glass.
Go.
So
Gnarly.
he took the shot glass. He put it down. It went down to like here. He spit it back up. It's a shot glass. There's like bubbles on top. I lose my shit. I take his shot glass. I take it. I look him in the face. I grab his shot glass that he just regurgitated. I house the whole thing while I'm looking at him. And I told him, I looked in the house, I'm like, I never ever want to hear you ever say that you go out drink spread the dub ever again. And I drank regurgitated shot.
Oh shit.
Well, then.
Yeah. My man's just told that gross ass fucking story with so much gusto and passion. That fucking Floyd mullet.
That's a clip right there, Mike.
That is a clip right
Proud
there.
of it.
A fucking
Yes.
phone call, like the boss motherfucker he is.
I think
All right.
I think I can.
But let's make it official, okay? That drinking contest was bullshit. And halfway through the night, I looked at them
I
like,
figured.
"There's a competition going on." Like, it just felt like a regular Thursday night, you
Yeah.
know. So there needs to be an official
Yeah.
bro down gauntlet.
Oh, we should film that.
Set
Yeah,
up.
that should be a
Yeah.
And
show.
I think it has to include you gentlemen for sure.
Yeah, that
I
should be
think
on the
I think we
LSD
need to have a
network.
judge there. Judge?
Yes.
Yes.
Judge
Either that-
David.
David.
Yeah.
He's an official judge. He's a level 2
Judge-
judge, right?
David is an
Yeah.
official judge.
Yeah.
Let's fucking level up and get lit, my
I
dude.
became a judge so I could judge you all personally and professionally.
Yes.
I like that.
I think
yeah,
we got so many show ideas from just this show. It was
just
great.
this one episode, yeah.
Yes. And I really want David to be there with all of them too, just so like we can have a David cam where he's just like,
No, David's expressions say so.
no,
Yes, I probably will be doing that.
no, what are you doing? Yes.
Yep.
Which means we need to put out a call to people that are willing to be cameramen for these things.
Yes. Well, I got. We can call him Mario for sure.
Yeah.
High Street.
Mark Dango.
Dude, I can clip just all of Mac's video from this episode and turn it into a cooking show.
You probably could.
The opening, just the
No, the opening.
crashing.
The opening is gonna be
It's a
that I
fantastic
throw
story.
a box of ingredients on the
Wear
counter
it.
and I wake Mike up.
Yeah.
And he just runs into the kitchen and starts cooking.
Yeah, what?
Go.
That's the show. That's the whole show.
Wasn't a judge.
No,
Yep. No.
The
No.
judge-
David's coming to judge us next time.
the judge is real life.
No. Listen, I ain't the judge, the jury, or the vindicator. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm the
He's a level
regulator.
2 judge. He's a level 2 judge
In real life.
in real life. I think Kevin needs to be an occasional
I think
guest
that's
on
what's going
on that show. It looks like Mac won somehow.
No.
Right?
No. No.
Guillotine, Andrew.
Tie.
Guillotine.
If you guys wrestle any
is
longer, you're
happening?
gonna end up
Yes.
breaking out for sure.
I was gonna say this looks like a lighter version of David's evenings. No,
Hey, Andrew, classic wrestler. Shot in for the double leg.
I
Got
only
caught
see
in the
You
kidney.
must-
maybe slightly
must
lighter,
know,
maybe half lighter.
My evening consisted of me performing my role. If you will.
Okay, all right.
Sure, man. You would have hurt me. I got bad knees.
Yeah,
Actually, it's funny.
just like that. It's
It's
funny
funny
that you
because-
say that. It's funny that you say that. No.
The next day, he and I were chatting online, and he was asking me about some magic boxes that he bought. And he's like, I bought 2 of them. He goes, should I open one and keep sitting on the other, or just sit on both, or what? He goes, what would you do? I said, well, personally, I would just take you over to my house and exploit you some more.
And exploit you.
Yes. He goes.
Yes.
He goes. He put in dot. I said, "Oh, you mean the boxes? I see." And he goes, "God damn it!" And I'm like, "Well,
Yes.
you weren't really specific too much for me.
That's right.
I was just going off of my
I
thoughts.
just
I'm
like
sorry.
that. I just like that you call it exploiting him. Yes.
I said exploring. Exploring.
No, explore. Oh, I thought you said exploiting. I'll take you over to.
exploring.
I'll take
Maybe
you
we
over
learned
to
a
my.
lot about Mike Novoloso.
I'll
just
take you
now.
over to my house and exploit the shit out of you. You want to be famous? You want to get some magic boxes? Come over to my house. I'll suck the dick right off your pelvis.
Oh, shit.
Show him ice cream. Show him. Oh, that was too. No, that was bad, man. Don't show him that. Don't show him that. Well, actually, no, show him. Show him failure.
You can't show dick on this show as much as you want to.
It's probably not a good idea. Not That's coming from
Hey.
a gay guy.
Ain't got kind of party, man.
If you're gonna show your hog, do it quick and don't stop it moving.
Yes.
Keep it moving up.
It has to be a blur.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Listen, ain't none of y'all pretty enough.
I don't know, Andrew. You got that smile. Hey, man. I'm not gay, but Adam Sheets is Adam Sheets.
He is a handsome
That's true.
motherfucker.
That's true story.
guy.
That is one handsome
Oh,
fucking man. When you guys are down, we all need to hang out. We're at 410 area.
Well, I mean, we're all down. We're just waiting for Andrew, you know. So
For what?
Oh,
we're just waiting
so-
for Andrew.
And you come in town next week, right?
Yeah.
So there's
yeah.
that.
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
next week. We're gonna get some
Yeah.
work done on the album and on filming some stuff for the channel.
Yeah.
Excite.
We'll play the Bro Down Barbecue. Bro Down Barbecue.
Andrew,
Yeah.
Mike's been playing me the shit like
Andrew.
when I close down fucking prop. and the last one,
Andrew.
Delicious, man.
he puts on the tracks that you guys have been doing. Like
Andrew.
Fucking butter, man. That fucking butter.
he's like,
on
I
it.
need you to play bass. I'm like, it sounds really good. What you did on the keyboard bass?
Andrew.
You good?
You know how I know Mike doesn't want me to play with you guys, Andrew?
How?
Because when you were like, "Hey, Noveloso, do you want to play guitar with us?" And then I was like, "Sure." And you're like, "See, Mike, it's that easy." Silence. Silence.
He's just such a picky uni with certain stuff. Sometimes I have to just be like, "Hey, we're doing a thing," and he'll just be like,
Listen, man,
I have to like begrudgingly force him into stuff sometimes.
Kevin,
But that's why we're good together, because he can push me that same way.
let me ask you this. What is he pounding? Let me first. What is he pounding in the back? He's like, he's like, I got
Like a whole chicken.
I got the chicken. I got the
There's a
chicken.
whole chicken. There's a whole chicken on a cutting block over here, and he's just like
So-
he's got a cleaver.
Let me
It's not
ask you
even
this.
cleaver.
Music
I can't
question.
find my cleaver.
Andrew, it's not even cleaver.
I
Show him
can't find my
the
cleaver.
knife. Show him the knife. It's not even cleaver.
Kevin,
Butcher knife. Mini cleaver.
I have a music question for you.
Yeah.
Okay. If you're looking for that long, slidey country twang guitar sound, right?
Uh-huh.
And somebody offered you like a sweet cherry telly with the single coil pickups in it to get that exact sound, would you take that and then record it yourself, or would you just keep using the keyboard slide guitar sound that you're using?
Question, brother.
Yeah, I feel like
That's a trick question.
you had a bad experience with somebody turning down you on a classic telly.
No,
Like
no, no,
I
no,
would-
no. I don't.
on this
I
one.
didn't even want to play it. I just said use it because it
Oh,
gets that
just
sound
give
that
me
you
an
want.
option.
Yeah, and they're like, "No, man, this keyboard works better."
Well, you know what I've learned over years of playing music with people?
Objection, Your Honor. Leading. Come on.
Well, it was a 100% lead question.
Let them do what the fuck they want.
Yeah, that's. I just thought I'd offer because we're friends.
I mean,
But
do
they
I agree
said
with you?
no.
Like, yeah,
Yeah.
You ain't gotta lie.
First thing all of us know is like,
If you want to
only
get
as
the
good
telly
as your-
sound, you use a
you only
telly.
as good as your tool, right? So
Yeah.
if you're trying to get a sound, unless you're using the proper thing, it's only gonna be faking it. But some people are more comfortable.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
I think we got it right way, man. I'm not here to hurt people. Just the dominance. You put
Well,
my foot on their other foot.
It's about midnight.
That's me the music question, not you.
And I feel like somehow we've wasted David's time. I don't know how.
Hey, we listened to the magic
Yeah,
stuff.
you guys did have a
That's
30-minute
true.
We
conversation
listened to
about
the
racist
magic
magic
shit.
cards. So.
That's
I
true.
was sitting here watching
Intently.
Max and Kevin had this weird porno / cooking / wrestling thing going on down there.
Porno.
And I was like, and I'm just like, what is what's wrong with this?
Hey, man, that's just a little bit of brotherly love. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. The gay guy calls it how he sees it.
Yeah,
Whatever, man. Fuck.
I'm just saying. It's what it looks like from this perspective.
Yeah, well, whatever. You know?
Like, I love it, guys put out on the internet like other people are going to listen. We're only doing this to talk to each other.
Yeah, this is, yeah.
Fucking love you
Well,
guys.
I think when you guys,
Yeah, let's have the bro down, man.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
that,
Yeah, I'll be in town in a couple of days, man. I'll be in town.
Let's set
it all up, yeah.
All week.
set up.
and
Well,
David
wanna
and
go-
I will
wanna go
judge
do
everybody.
something, I want to go.
Andrew,
do
when you
something
come to
out-
town?
I'm gonna be in
Just
town
said-
this
I
Monday.
fucking wrote it
All
down,
right,
bro.
here.
I wrote it down
I'll
on my
be in town
on
all week.
on paper. I wrote it down.
So,
Brad Leone too.
us, it's Spread the Dub, Sons of a Tradesman, Matthews Brewing,
April 3rd.
April 3rd.
Oh yeah. Hey, wait, Kevin, do you know the guys that own Matthews Brewing or whatever, or
Yeah.
Matthew?
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to do like a LSD like show there where like they
What?
show us where they show us how they make beer and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
we
know,
wanted
like
to
one of
film
those
something.
like the cool like little regular, not everybody getting fucked up episode.
Yeah.
We can make that happen. But what I was saying to Andrew, I pitched this to Mike.
Yeah,
So it's us and Sons, and I pitched it to Mike. We had the idea to let you guys do like an opening 30.
Yeah, I'd love that, man. That'd be awesome.
Well, I told it to Mike, and he was like, "We're shit live. Like, I don't know if we're ready." Like, he did classic Martian. Like, I don't know. I don't
Overthinking it.
know.
He always.
That's what I'm telling you now. Like, if you want it, and then on top of that, my other idea was like, between Spread and Sons, you got a super band right there. We'll learn your tracks, so you could have a full band. It wouldn't just be you and Mike. Like,
That'd
we
be
could
cool,
do.
man.
Yeah.
That'd be super cool.
That's a true bro down,
Let me
man.
know. Let me know if you
Yeah.
want to.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna be with Mike in person. I can muscle him into shit when we're in person.
Yeah.
Hey.
Exactly.
You got to make it, Kevin. You got to make it so Hunter and I are in a band together. I would love that. I would love that.
That's great.
Man to man.
Yeah.
You don't want that. I'm in a band with him. I
No,
fucking
no.
hate it.
I do so much. I do so much.
That's
Whatever.
too fucking funny.
Because I can out Hunter anytime. That's why he blocks
Yeah.
me.
That's the point. Let's go.
So the last
The last part of my cooking show.
I can't do it. I need a better camera system. I can't do it.
I love it.
No.
I love it. I love it.
You do not need a better camera system.
No, this is
No,
good.
no.
I'm using a fucking Acer, man.
good.
No.
Vanilla ice cream and girl
It is-
pineapple.
Yeah, it's got
Perfect.
fucking vanilla ice cream all over the shit now, so we can use this
I
one.
mean, I got a 4K camera right here if you guys want to use that.
No, we're gonna definitely film Mac doing some stuff, man. He's too good.
Ooh! Ooh! Uh-oh.
Wait. I think this is more.
Oh!
I think this is what David was talking about. Ooh.
Homosexual tendencies.
He said ooh, and then all of a sudden Kevin was behind him.
Dude, I could eat food that would change my sexuality. It was that good. I would try it. Okay.
Well, I think Andrew could make that food for you.
Good shit.
Well, no, we're gonna do some shit in the woods too when we're down. So
Oh.
you guys can come out.
Oh, can't bring the trailer out there. There's no fucking power plug.
Look,
bud.
look at David's face. Oh yeah, we're gonna do some shit in the woods now. Oh no.
Fucking, we got to learn, bud.
I have a story.
You got to fucking learn. Primal shit.
I have a story about one of my wife's old coworkers. It was a young gay man that only had the job because I believe he was the owner's boyfriend. Anyway, it was a medical setting, right? Because she's in the medical field, and he was basically telling the story how he wiped his ass with Clorox wipes, and it damaged his butthole permanently.
What a weak ass butthole! I've done that before. It doesn't
No.
damage your butthole.
No.
What a bitch ass butthole!
No. Listen.
Carry on.
Listen.
It burns. It doesn't
So-
feel good.
Listen. She was like, "Well, that's weird. What? You didn't have anything else to wipe with, right?" And he was like,
I was
"Oh
at
no."
a friend's house.
No,
and he
no,
had
no.
it next to the toilet. And
Andrew.
I had seen that bottle before, and I thought it was just booty wipes. And I pulled one out.
No.
And gave it a wipe, and I was like, "Ooh, that's tingling." Oh, hey, ha! And
So-
it hurt, but it didn't damage my butthole. What a
Listen,
bitch-ass
no.
butthole.
But Andrew, I'm trying to explain to you. So when you said we're gonna go do some stuff in the woods, and David made that face, he was in the woods, and I think that face that David made would have been appropriate for the situation that he was in, and I think he wasn't wiping. I think he was trying to clean up, and I think it was damaged, and he wiped already, and now
Oh.
he has like permanent butthole problems.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You know,
You
some
never
stuff
do
makes
that.
it-
You never do that
makes it-
right after. Look at this. No, never. You never
No.
do that right after. Listen,
No.
I worked in editing and porn for a little bit, and I can tell you, like, specifically, like, they, like, you don't, like, you there's medical procedures for some things.
I love how
Yeah.
you have we've gone full circle from you doing the reading of religious books about
oh,
the
yeah,
Lord.
that's right. I worked in
All
porn.
Gay
the way
magic card.
around to editing and porn. Like we've gone full circle.
Yeah,
That's
that
it.
was a thing.
Hey, if I must interject a little bit, I worked for have you ever heard of the .xxx domain?
No.
Yep.
What? Which one is it?
Kevin's like, I'm back. I'm there all the time.
I worked for
Yeah,
the
I got my
company that
list.
created
I'll
that.
write it down. Where is
Yep.
I worked for the company that created that domain for the porn sites to try and move to.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's a
And,
cool idea. That's a good idea.
You saw some interesting people walk up in there.
Oh yeah. I have stories from when I worked in porn, and like, I was just saying, like, some shots are unsalvageable, and like the abuse that I saw, like, if it weren't in porn, like if the people like weren't getting paid to like fuck each other, like they'd be like, no, fuck this, I quit. You can't fucking say that shit to me, you know, like.
The price on the butthole. Is
Yeah.
down.
Oh yeah.
Driving the market down
God bless porn.
on booty play.
What?
Porn.
Stop.
No. Porn never didn't
Not
ruin
sex.
sex. Porn didn't ruin sex for me. Having porn style sex ruined sex for me.
I told you to stop.
Yeah.
I mean, some people aren't ready. That's
It's
just
like anything else. It's a dosage.
That's a whole
issue.
other episode right there, man. There's some like
Yeah,
serious talks.
Candy
No.
is good
It's-
if you
it's-
eat a piece of
it's-
candy.
I don't
If
have
you
a
eat a
problem
bag of
with
candy,
what's
you
the
get
world
sick.
have.
It's the same thing with porn.
Yeah.
You jerk
Or-
off to porn every day, my fucking.
Well, I didn't say that. No.
It's not me.
Yeah.
Or if you
Yeah.
eat a bag of candy like me, you don't get sick.
Yeah.
You eat another bag of candy, and then you don't get sick, so you eat another bag of candy,
Yeah, no.
and then
And
you
you
just
get
have
diabetes.
diabetes. Yeah, and you just have
Yeah.
diabetes.
Like when I jerk off, I definitely don't have to go to page 47 and have 8 windows open and like.
Really?
Man, LOT, man, I fucking indecisive.
It's not me.
97, 98.
Well, let's not
99.
even let's not even talk about, David, the people that would go into where you worked. Let's just talk about like where the regular internet ends, and like you need a VPN to get to that level of
So the rest
porn.
of it, oh,
Yeah, the real porn. The real
The
porn.
real.
Oh yeah. Actually,
I haven't
So
even
we're
gone
like
there.
Pornhub and
I don't have it
Xhamster,
yet.
it's a
My
real
whole
porn.
my whole experience with
Looks pretty
the
real.
internet in general, like how it started, was like it's all been through porn. Like it's like first
no, porn
AOL,
actually.
AOL chat rooms. Like
Porn is the reason
I
that
remember like going to my friend's house. I didn't even have the internet. I would go to my buddy's house and we'd sit next to each other and we'd just go in AOL chat rooms and just
Did
in age sex location and just like try to get
you-
chicks to send us
nudes.
not even like
yeah.
like nude, just a
In their
picture.
bikini. Yeah.
And then you'd find a porn site, and then you'd wait
Yo.
on 56K dial-up. You wait for that shit to load.
Do you know?
And you'd like, you'd
you
like
know
half a
why-
titty and you'd be like, "Oh."
Do you know that porn is the reason like the internet is what it's at right now, and like that
Oh,
there's
yeah, because
any
of
level
porn.
of like security
Oh,
on the internet at all, right?
Isn't that the reason that DVD and VHS like won the
Mhm.
races for their platforms and
Yeah,
shit like that? Because
yeah.
That's the platforms
Porn
that
really
porn
moves.
chose.
Like porn moves technology and
Oh, yeah.
and like the
Our-
human race like much faster
Unsung
than it
hero.
should
Our
be moving.
base- Our
Unsung
base-
hero.
Yeah.
vices as human beings are what pushes shit to the forefront. Our
Yeah.
base. Like I remember being. Do
vice
you remember
driven.
E-Bombs World? Do you remember like
Yeah.
watching fucked up videos and shit?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that's
Even
what
now, I
moves
still go
it
to
forward. Our
crazyshit.com every
base
now and then.
animal instincts are what moves technology forward, the internet forward. Like it's not
Well,
not
the
for
places-
higher learning. Everything's it's
Oh,
a higher
no.
frame rate, it's a higher fucking all that shit
Wait,
just
wait,
for
wait.
No.
yeah.
Oh no, man.
All right now.
Oh.
Have you been to a? You guys haven't been to a red room, so I don't want to hear any of you talk.
What's a red room?
You don't want to know what a red room is. Maybe it's.
No, I think
We'll
they're
talk
kinda-
about. We'll talk
I think
about
I
a
want
red
to-
room
like,
when we're
where
not
you want
streaming
practice and all
anymore.
that, really.
I think I would too. What's the red room?
We'll talk about a
Sounds-
red room when we're off the air.
All
because
right.
it's not necessarily legal. You know what a red room is, David.
Not legal. Oh, so it's nothing to do with comedy.
I don't know, man. I wasn't one of those kids that looked up fucking, hey, go check out this thing, go check out that thing. I'm like, that doesn't sound fucking like I want to watch.
Literally,
Between me and you, because I was that kid.
literally, like I had to.
It was, bro. There's only so many times you can trick me with some shit. You know,
Yeah,
like,
and
hey,
then-
go look this fucking thing up. It's funny. It's like,
An infinite amount. Yeah. He's like,
Listen.
you can only trick me once. You can trick
Oh
me
my
an
God.
infinite amount of times. You're like, hey, check this out and send me a link. I'm clicking on it.
Oh no.
Bill Burr said it really well, and I think it fucking feels right that your soul is like pixelated, and when you see certain shit, like pixels just float away, and you can't get them back, and a peanut butter and jelly sandwich doesn't taste quite the same anymore. Like,
Oh yeah.
fucking-
No, that thing.
grass
that
has
shit-
green
That
and
shit is real because like. I remember two girls and one cup was
So
like big, right? Everybody was like talking about it, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, it's not that bad. And then somebody was like, oh, if you like that, check these other videos out.
Yeah.
And somebody sent me a video
All I did
called
was
the
unlock a door
BME
into
Pain
your
Olympics.
Fucked up like persona. Like,
Well, this dude's just like went ham on their own.
if you
dick
saw
for,
two
like,
girls, one cup, and you were like, nah, it's not that bad.
No, no.
And then
Kevin,
like,
you're not even hearing.
It didn't. It
Go
didn't-
down this rabbit hole.
Listen to what I'm saying. So I didn't think that was that big a deal, and then somebody sent me a thing called the BME Pain Olympics, where these dudes put their like dicks and balls on cutting boards
Oh, no
and
shit.
sliced up their own
No.
dicks.
Andrew, I definitely never watched that.
Well, that shit was horrific, and that was
That's
the first
old,
time on the
too.
internet that I was. Well, that was years and years ago.
That's
I remember
old,
watching
too,
it with
yeah.
my brothers and sisters on Thanksgiving one year, and I
Yeah, yeah,
remember, and I remember being like, that was the first time I was ever like horrified. About
Mr.
being, like,
Hands? Mr. Hands,
Mr.
anyone?
Hands, I
Mr. Hands,
I'm
anyone?
horrified about Mr. Hands because if you let a horse fuck you and you die, that's kind of on you.
Well,
Like,
he let
I didn't
he,
feel
he let that horse fuck him.
100% on you.
He let
Yeah.
that horse fuck him to death.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
It just took like 2 pumps to kill him.
Yeah, I mean, but he had done it before was the thing.
I guess
Yeah, I guess
was
it was
fucking-
that time it was
he-
too much.
he was skirting the edge.
Yeah, each time, but that time it was too much.
I thought this was America. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Did you know? Actually, this is how you know Florida is the freest state. Did you know?
But that's a hell of a thing to get
Wait.
your insides pulverized to death by a horse. Like, holy
Speaking
shit.
speaking of that, did you know that bestiality was only made illegal in the state of Florida in 2015? Just saying.
Wow.
Honestly, if you ask me, I would have thought bestiality.
Do you know
was legal
why?
in Florida. It's
Do you know
Florida.
why? Do you know why?
Because
Because in Port St. Lucie,
No, I'm standing up for Florida here. He's just deflecting because he's from the one state that everyone does.
what?
And
I
associate
love
with
Florida.
fucking
I love Florida.
You
What?
know?
I love Florida. It's
It
Are you
starts
talking about
I
the guy
wish-
in Port St. Lucie who fucked an alligator?
no, the guy in Port St. Lucie that was fucking his dog on his front lawn every day, and his neighbor called the police every day, and they said it's not illegal. We can't stop him. And then it had to be a law. That's 2000, dude. And then they were like, "Excuse
But
me,
wait,
sir, what you're doing is
Hey,
against
he
the
had, like,
law."
a front lawn.
Yeah.
There's three things wrong with this story.
You can't have your
Hey,
dick
if
out
my
in public.
my neighbor's fucking his dog in his front lawn, I'm not calling the police about it. I'm gonna go over there and
You know, wrap him in the head.
it's
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
be
That
the story that
motherfucker-
Andrew
Port
said.
St.
I just
Lucie.
I kicked
It's-
him
but
in
it's
the chest
Port
and
St.
sounded like a
Lucie.
wet trash bag.
That's Port St. Lucie.
He died.
Port
Hey,
St.
I
Lucie
don't know
people,
how.
they just leave each other alone. I don't know what's going on there.
No, I'm gonna fucking. Yeah!
See, they're recreating the story right now.
Hey,
Which
dog.
one of you is going to be the dog?
Oh no,
Beverage here, bro.
I know.
David, how accurate was I on the year?
Okay, all right.
Was I close to the year?
Warmer. Wait, nothing to eat. We can go and eat.
Did you find the story? Was it worse than I said?
No.
Okay. Oh no.
I'm just
That's
surprised.
a terrible story.
Why would you do that though? Why?
I don't. It's Florida. We
It's
do what we
awful.
want.
It's awful.
Okay, you're right. But why?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but why?
But why?
You can't fuck your dog on your lawn.
Well, I mean, you shouldn't be
that's
able to
gotta
fuck
be a
your
thing.
dog.
No.
You shouldn't be able to
But
fuck your
definitely
dog
not
in the
on your
first place.
lawn.
Yeah, not on the lawn. Yeah.
No.
It was just a weird way. Like it was a weird loophole that he could do something, or if I remember right,
Like that.
like that. Yeah, and not get arrested for
It's
it.
like
Like he
bothering
knew
you.
it. Yeah, like yeah. But I mean, that's
I don't
like
know how somebody doesn't walk up to that guy and be like, listen, I'm going to shoot you in
Someone
the pelvis if you don't
Someone
stop
that's
right
doing
now.
something so heinous, man. there's no coming back from that shit. So
Yeah.
Florida's wild though. Florida's the only place that has a town that is completely subsisting of pedophiles.
listen,
Yeah, because they're safe there.
around me.
What?
Yeah.
There's a town. You can look it up. It's somewhere in Central Florida, maybe
It's like
like
a-
Polk County or something like that.
No.
Where it's a
It's
town
north of there.
that is all pedophiles, and it's because it's a town that has no parks or churches
Or schools or
zoned
anything.
in it.
Yeah.
And it's 100% like a pedophile town. Look it up. Tell me if I'm right. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure
No.
I'm
No.
right.
There's a.
I don't think I want to look that up. I don't think I do.
No. It's not a pedophile town. It's not a pedophile town. I mean, pedophiles
It's
live
a sex
there.
Offender.
It's a sex
town
offender
that's
town,
also
yeah.
kinda like a highest rate of sex offenders in the country.
Well, it's a town for sex offenders, and like specifically like places don't deliver there. Like they have to have their own restaurants and stuff with people that work there, that live there, like all that stuff. Like I mean, I don't blame them because like and I'm not defending them, but like living in the world where people all want to like beat the shit out of you probably sucks, you know. So like
It probably does.
Yeah,
And-
but if
and-
you do some shit to kids, that's the world.
no,
we
no,
should
no,
live in, I
but
think.
no,
No,
like
no, no.
that documentary.
That's a town. That's a bad dog.
That's true.
In that documentary, like I think they were asking like the guys that like that are like sex offenders because they were like 18 and their girlfriend was like 16 or whatever. Like that's most of
some
the
of that.
that's
Or somebody
most-
got caught taking a piss in the wrong place.
yeah, no, that's most of the town actually, because most of the town is like, I'm a sex offender, but like I don't know what I did. Like I peed in a playground at 2 a.m. and I'm a sex offender. You know, that's actually most of the. I watched that documentary and they were like, well, what about the pedophiles? They're like, yeah, no, they stay at that end, and if they come down here, it's not good for them. I'm like, okay, it's like in jail. The the people.
It's like a town version
Yeah.
of a halfway house.
It is. No, it's a town version of jail. Like, oh no, that guy fucked a kid and that's why he's in here. No, he's just not making it till tomorrow. Like, they're like, listen, they can live here, but they live on the outskirt of towns
I'm
where
glad there's a
where
hierarchy of creeps.
their neighbors are the alligators and not us. Like that kind of thing. That's what it. I mean, they didn't like them. It seemed like, I don't know. There was like the level of sex offender.
Oh, that's why it's a whole town, I
Yeah,
guess.
it's a
right?
town. Yeah, that's their bad part
But
of town.
that's Florida. That's how free Florida is. You can have that as a town.
Dude, once again, it comes back. Show me a better governor.
I don't think there's any good ones, so no, I definitely can't.
No, that's what I'm saying. But like,
Especially,
I know there's not any good ones, but like, there's definitely worse ones. Like,
yeah,
show me
the
a
New York
better
guy
one.
is Gross. The California guy is
The
gross.
Texas guy was cool until he's like, let's secede, which is basically like, let's start a civil war. And I'm like, I don't want a civil war.
No, nobody wants that.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
California.
Nobody's gangster enough for that, honestly.
Yeah,
in
man.
this country.
Dude, like, California was like,
We've talked about that ad
Yeah.
nauseum. I'm just saying, there's too many people who are just bitches.
Yeah,
to have a
man.
real civil war.
what I
What are
like
we
about
gonna call- we're
our
gonna call
governor
Postmates
sucks,
to fight for us?
right?
And Uber?
Listen, our governor conventionally sucks, but he's like from Florida, born and raised, and kind of just tells anybody on the right or left, fuck you, I'm going to take care of Florida. And that might not be popular for like one side or the other to like him, but like I seriously think he's at a point right now where he's thinking that like some shit might happen and he might just have to like protect Florida, you know? So I think he's just like, you know what? Like, I don't really care what Trump said. I don't really care what Biden said. I don't really care what anybody says. He's like, I just got to make sure there's a line here and people know that this is Florida and like fuck around and find out, basically.
I have a hard time thinking, though, that any politician wants to protect anything except for themselves, their own assets, their own profitability
Yeah,
in the
no,
future.
I
don't
agree
think
with
that
you.
anybody gets into that job without like power and money in their mind.
Oh yeah.
So to me, if he's doing stuff that
If he's
protects
doing
Florida,
it-
it's incidental.
No,
It's incidental to
here's-
his own.
here's
you know
how
what
I
mean,
think he's-
interests.
Here's how I think he's doing both, though, because I think he thinks if anything happens, right, and Florida has to like be its own thing, who's going to be the president of Florida? Him. He would be like the president of Florida, right?
Sure. Yeah. Again, like I said,
He's
it's
running
they're all
like-
interest driven.
He's
It's all
running like
interest-driven.
the he's running like the whole like if shit goes down, Florida can sustain itself.
Yeah.
We literally have everything
I'm
here,
at the point
and I
now
can
when
be
it
the
comes to
president of Florida.
politicians, But anytime anybody wants to like fucking stroke a politician or whatever you want to call it, like it drives me nuts because like they
Well, it's
all
upset. Dude, like,
fucking suck.
I'm not
They
saying
all
that.
no, I know
Like I
you're
said,
not. I'm just
show
saying
me
in
a
general,
better
for me,
one. That's my whole thing.
I can't show.
Everybody-
Show me a good one. Show me an
Yeah,
actually a
that's
good
what I'm
one.
saying.
Show
Well, I
me
mean,
one with
show me a
with
less
minimum-
bad one. Show me a less bad
minimum-
one.
Look, no, I'm not saying you're wrong at all. But all I'm saying is that it bums me out that the standard is show me one that's not
as bad,
heinous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you got a guy and this guy who's doing some right things. But
Yeah.
he's also like letting them fuck up a bunch of environmental shit.
Yeah, yeah.
There's problems all the way around. So all I'm saying is like we look at these politicians like in this like way of celebrity nowadays, and it's like they suck.
Yeah.
They're fucking middle management assholes who found themselves in positions that gain them some sort of authority and some sort of power now. Most of them don't know how to manage that shit. Most of them are socially inept. Most of them don't have the same fucking level of delivery verbally as a fucking mid-level comedian. Okay, they're all fucking working in rooms that belong to them.
Listen, that's why
they're off of scripts. Okay,
wait, that specific point that you said, the delivery, comedian, Trump, comedic delivery, on point. That
Absolutely.
was it.
What do you
Loved
think
it.
got him into office?
That's it.
The fact
Loved
that
his comedic delivery. Great.
He won a popularity contest full of like the fucking loser from everybody's class that nobody liked. Like, and then they put him against like the worst version of a stepmom that you could possibly choose, and they're like,
and then
you get to go to dinner with a relative. You want to go with your super cuddly aunt who's gonna make you pay half, and is gonna be bitching about different shit the whole time, and it's gonna make you feel guilty about stuff and telling you need to talk to your grandparents more. Or you want to go with your crazy uncle who's gonna say inappropriate shit to the waitress, who's gonna tip everybody fat, who's gonna pay for the whole meal, and who's gonna fucking make it fun, even though it's going to be weird and uncomfortable.
It's going to be uncomfortable
totally
fun,
the reason he won.
Yeah.
That's totally
but
the reason
then,
he won, because they gave us those options.
And then the next option was, do you want to hang out with that uncle?
Do you want to hang out with that uncle or sleepy grandpa? And
no.
It was like, oh, I need a break from fucking crazy uncle.
No. It wasn't sleepy grandpa. It was, do you want to go to lunch with that crazy uncle or go pick up your grandpa from the old folks home that has dementia and just take all his money? Oh yeah, no, I'll take. I was like, listen. I hung out with the crazy uncle long enough.
Yeah, crazy uncle's exhausting.
I'll go steal the grandpa's money because he'll just think that I'm my dad, and then
right.
just keep handing me money and writing me checks. That's good.
Right.
He doesn't know what's going on.
No, it's the exact same kind of. It's that paradigm over and over again where we look at it and we're like, oh, why is this one winning or that one? It's
a giant douche or a shit sandwich.
Dude, that's what I always say. It's either do you want shit in your eye or shit in your mouth. That was what the Clinton-Trump election was. You want a little? You want pink eye or you want E. coli? You pick.
What?
You get to choose.
Pink eye
was not fun.
Yeah, but pink eye.
Neither's a good time.
Yeah, but pink eye. You know. Yeah, exactly. You're on the toilet with pink eye. You know, you're just in the house for a couple days. You got the drops, and then you're back out. But you got drops.
Right.
E. coli. Yeah, you lose weight. Andrew's right. I've had it more than a few times. No, you're unhealthy.
Water weight.
Yeah, you're unhealthy. And you get cramps. Oh, yeah. Because you're shitting so much. Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that's the political scene now. When we see our friends like who are especially like in the art world like cheering for censorship, it bums me out because it's like, what are you thinking? We're in a world where we're supposed to be able to create freely. We have to be able to like be allowed to say and do all the weird, crazy shit to come to the conclusion of whatever it is that we're trying to make and manifest. If you fail, you fail. But I don't think anybody should promote the censorship of anybody. It comes from a bad place. That's why it leads to a bad place, I think.
That's why I've got like my Facebook profile or those like banned magic cards. It's like, I understand that it is a bad person that did it, and I understand that these cards are like they represent something terrible, right? But like, it's like if you erase it, right? Like in 20 years, like if it's just scrubbed from the internet, right? And like people burn the cards and nobody ever knows, like they'll be like, "Oh, Magic was never racist, right?" Like ever, like it was never this or that, right? And then like somebody can come and like do it again, you know? You like need the it's history books exist for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
Like when people just want to like censor and like wipe things from the world, like
it's the same reason they didn't bulldoze Auschwitz, man.
Yeah, like that is like
that should stand as a reminder that
yes, man. Horrible, but you know the crazy thing is like the same people that want to like ban magic cards and like ban Dr. Seuss and shit like that, they want to like tear down Auschwitz, and I'm like,
oh God, you got some repressed issues, bro.
Like, what the fuck? Like, whatever. I don't know. They're just fucking stupid. They're all kids that got F's on their history class and A's in their liberal women's studies class.
There's a massive epidemic of intellectual laziness going on in the world, and it's like
they all got F's in math. Oh, by the way, David, I don't know if you know this. It's the big trending thing. 2
Math
plus
is
2
racist.
equals 4 is racist.
What is?
Math is racist. Math is racist. Math is racist. Math is racist.
Well, I don't know shit about fuck, but I know like.
No, I'm asking if David had heard that. Did you hear that, David? That math is racist?
No.
Yeah.
How is math racist?
Because you can't expect a black kid who has experienced intergenerational racism to comprehend something that white people have been taught for more years than black people. So therefore, 2 plus 2 equals 4 is racist. So all I'm saying, David, is get ready for your group of friends that play Magic to start posting or subscribing to things like that, and have fun with that.
I really hope not.
Oh no, your group, you know your group, you know your group of friends. They, whatever SJW bandwagon, they hop onto it. And also you guys over there on that screen, just wait till just wait till somebody says like, dude, it's simple arithmetic. 1 plus 1 equals 2, and Hunter's like, no man, that's racist. My girlfriend said that's racist. Just wait till that happens to you. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But I think it's time I gotta go eat that chicken.
You weren't eating it?
No,
You were just
I got a whole plate to make,
you
man.
were
Sit
just
down and have a cocktail and enjoy.
destroying it?
I'm in cooking mode now.
Oh,
Chicken plus chicken is racist, man.
Oh, fuck
chicken
off.
plus chicken is racist.
It's been 2.5 hours, dude. I'm like, holy shit.
Yeah. It's late.
Holy
This has been a fun show, boys.
It has.
Yeah.
Yes. If you guys
Cool,
want to
yeah.
stick on after we're done, just for a second, but
Okay.
yeah, I burped. Sign off.
This was a good
Nice.
one. We didn't talk about anything planned, and that's great.
Yeah, that's how it
Go
should be.
Hello,
I
baby.
like when it goes that way.
And if you're keeping track
we
at home,
did.
I whipped Kevin's
It was
ass 3
brief.
times. He got me
What's
more.
It was very brief. Very brief.
It was very brief. We did.
The only reason you got 3 in is because after I let you up after the first time. The first time you
Yeah,
let me dead.
he fucking
Yeah, you
yoked me
had
that
me dead.
first one.
Wait.
You did.
David, what
You're
now?
like,
What now?
Spider monkey.
Let me tell you, you guillotine choke. If I didn't let up the guillotine choke, you'd be dead. You'd be dead.
Hey, Kevin.
That little lanky fucker got me, man.
Kevin, David's calling you.
Kevin,
David's calling you.
Walter Gretzky just died.
why do you have a mullet?
Well, they
I
both-
did it to myself.
They both have mullets that they did themselves.
Okay, but why though?
Because they're mullet brothers. They're mullet brothers. They're mullet.
They're a
brothers.
couple.
Yeah. It's cute. They match.
Yeah.
Listen,
You know.
you want to retract that gay comment now? Is this gay?
Why do you put a racist magic card?
Hello?
All right.
You know? Like,
But like, the mullet's like early '90s. Like, why would you do that?
Because they're early '90s dudes.
it was a good old time.
Because I'm tired of getting pussy too easy. I need to make a challenge for myself.
It was too easy.
What? No.
Fucking bro. That's a bro, man. You're
What? What'd I say?
a fucking bro thing about the mullet. So, no, it actually highlights my face quite nicely. It skinnies it out. So,
That's not an actual mullet.
it's a fucking mullet, man. It's not
Your
fucking
hair's not long enough yet. Actually,
Mine's
neither of your hair is long enough.
Oh, shit, dude. Where's your fucking
I mean, like,
I'll call those DuckTales.
Whatever, man. Where's your mullet, bro? Keep playing them white fucking power magic cards, bro.
listen, I'm Asian. My hair is gonna grow into a bowl cut no matter how I cut it. I cannot not have that
So
hair.
no, you're perfect. Then all you have to do is accentuate the bowl cut.
Oh wait.
longer.
David, do you want to see my anime sideburns? Check it out. My
Sure.
anime sideburns. They just fucking.
Are we off?
No.
Oh wow!
Actual
Actual anime
Are we still on
sideburns.
record? Because
Are we still live?
Are we still
Yeah, we're still live with my anime sideburns.
We've been live this whole time.
Where's the disclaimer, man? Put it in. I don't agree with any of the shit Kevin's.
I don't agree with any of the shit I said. What do you mean? Let everything I said be stricken from the record.
Oh no.
I respect women's.
Yeah,
I bet you do.
Yeah, you got weird, man. You got weird. You got
I really bet you do.
All right. Well,
I get with Tanya on camera, man.
Whatever, man. Fucking the still good.
That was great.
all
I
right.
really know. It's chicken time. That's
If
time.
you never hear from
Yeah.
Mac again, it's because I killed him.
That's a good note to end the podcast on.
Yeah. With your dick.
With your dick. I killed him with my dick.
Oh, I killed him, but thanks for assuming.
All right, Thursdays podcast. We got a bunch of episodes coming up soon. We're shooting a bunch of stuff next week.
Yes.
Andrew will be in town. Maybe we'll do some live stuff too. Who knows?
Yes, we'll be cooking in the next week. We'll be cooking in the woods.
Yes.
And we'll be doing
Cooking in
some
the
late
woods.
night eats. Cooking in the woods.
Yes.
With Mike and Drew.
He's bigger than me. All right.
I-
All right.
Later.
Bye.